Hey everybody! Fiber Spider back again with another live stream. Hope all of you are doing really well. I see Darth Mom is in here, and I also see that Panda is in here. Hello, Panda. Hope you're doing well. I hope you got the link that I sent to you, Mr. Panda Man. Um, and I also sent it to Michael as well. Panda, you're so funny. Um, Hi. Well, oh, we already got 7 people in the house already. Hey, Panda. Um, well, I know he's there. Of course he's there, but I want you to be here too. Um, so I hope all of you are doing really spiffy. Of course, I have my obligatory project that I'm working on. This I've been working on for a while now. Hola, Joe, the crocheting sailor. Hello. Yeah, this I've been working on for a while. Um, if slash when I get some guests on, I will be able to work on this while doing the chat. Oh, I see. I just got a message. Okie dokie. Hello, Queen Walker. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty laid back this evening. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, Hope everybody is doing well. And we are on Restream this evening, thanks to Russ's suggestion. And also thanks to Matt, the Rock and Crocheter, who helped me, set everything up. Hello, Sam. Good to see you too. Hi, Sugar Diamond. Hi. Yeah, so we are on Restream as opposed to StreamYard, and which, you know what? I can actually see the chat right now, which that's a fabulous thing. So, hi everybody. Um, and yeah, so little smidgy bit of an update. Yes, I got my tattoo. Let's see who said that. Hi, Vicky. How you doing? Yeah, I can actually see the chat, and I'm just trying to shift the screen a little bit. There we go. Hope everybody's doing well. Yes, so today, Friday, Tuesday, I got my tattoo. And I took a little bit of footage, but it really didn't turn out as I was hoping. Um, Hello, Lottie Pop, and Rachel, and Jackie, and Deborah, and Bliss Crochet. Hey, Matt. Hope you can visit sometime soon. I hope so. Um, I'm just doing my live. I hope you can hop on in. Yes, yes, I do plan on showing my tat. You know, I need a little bit of a build up here. So yeah, on Tuesday, I went and it was initially just to get my old tattoo, which was a sort of a Celtic diamond knot shape. And I just wanted to get it reworked because it was 20 plus years old. And I thought that it could use a little TLC. So um, I figured, you know what? It would be a good gauge for me to determine. Hi, Dale. It would be a good gauge for me to determine, like, do I want to get more work done? And so it actually it went swimmingly well. Him reworking the initial piece. In fact, I wasn't in any pain at all, really. I mean, it didn't tickle, but it really wasn't painful at all. And so I'm like, well, since I'm already here and I'm already in the chair, do you think you could like do something more with it? So I showed my tattooer um, a uh, a picture that I was interested in, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So stenciled it up, and then put the stencil on me, and he was very, very patient. He was very, very patient, and the stencil wasn't on just right initially, so he did it again a couple of times, and then eventually success. And 4 hours just about, I was in the chair getting the stabby, stabby treatment. And this is the result. What do you think? So hello, Yarn Bomber. Yeah, so the centerpiece, that was what I was getting reworked. And the ring, that is all new. And I am a big fan. And it actually healed up pretty darn well. Oh, Michael's here. Hi.
Hey.
How you doing? So, yeah, I was just showing my new ink.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Thank you. And, considering that I only just got it on, hi, Chris, just got it on Tuesday, it's healing up actually very, very nicely.
Nice. It really
No,
is.
no freaky blood scabbing pustule things going on.
Oh.
So I'm happy about it.
So, did you leak out who else is coming up yet?
Well, not exactly, no. I mean, it would be really great if he could. If not, that's okay.
Hey, Panda, go ahead and hit that join live button. Maybe.
Maybe. Suspenseful drum roll. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Oh.
There.
Hello.
He doesn't know how to do this.
I don't know what to do.
You're echoing.
Oh, shit.
Watch your tongue.
Is that better?
Hi.
I have to help him real quick. 1 second.
No problem. Go ahead. We're having technical issues. Hi, Panda. So good you're here.
There you go. There you go. Nope. Is that better?
Yes, Darth Mom, he's an adorable panda.
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yay! What's up, yo?
And there's a slight echo, but we can forge ahead. So how you doing?
I don't know what to do. That's it. I don't know what's going on.
You can't hear him?
I can hear him.
Thank you, Chris.
I think.
No, Panda, I can totally hear you. There's, like I said, there's just a tiny, tiny little echo. It's not anything, catastrophic or major or anything.
Why did it come through your phone?
I was coming from, I don't know. I've never used it.
You silly old bear.
I'm trying to, it's there.
Because I can totally hear you loud and clear. Yes, Olajo, this is a crochet comedy skit going on right here, live before your very eyes.
I've never used Restream, so I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. What's up, yo?
Okay, we're back.
Hi.
Hello.
So how you two doing?
Doing good.
I'm confused.
Well, we can totally hear you,
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So, what you guys working on today?
Oh,
What's
see
the
my
hat?
nasty chair?
I've just been working on a new blanket idea, and then I've been finishing up some other stuff that I need to get done.
Hi, Fuzzy Butt.
Hello, everybody. This mask is hot.
Mask is getting hot. Take it off.
Hold up. There we go.
Tease. So are you planning? Well, nothing quite like the tease you gave Granny D.
That is true. But the first one's always free.
Um, are you planning on doing another live stream tomorrow evening?
Yeah, on Saturday.
Woo! Very
Yeah.
exciting. They are the highlight of my week. For all of you guys out there in YouTube land, if you haven't checked out PandaMoniumExpress and his fabulous channel, he's been playing Alien Isolation, and he's an absolute pip. Absolute pip.
It's a
He's
good
really
game.
funny. It is a good game.
Hello, who's in Australia? Who's that? I can't see.
Bendy.
Blindy McGee. Like this thing, I can't see with this thing. Hold
Well, then
on, give
just
me a
take.
second. I'm gonna take it off. Fine, I'll take it off. I gotta
Oh,
give a little show in the process. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Am I? Am I? Am I gonna do it? Is that what's going on? Okay, it's
yes,
hot.
that's
I
what's
can't
going
do
on.
it no more. I can't do it no more. That's hot.
Hi,
Oh my god. Oh god, it's so hot. It's so hot. I need
you're
my
probably
hat.
melting in that thing. Good to see
I
your smiling
am.
face.
Well, hello. Let me put this thing over here. Hello. Okay, now I can breathe.
Hello, the
This
grand
thing is
unveiling.
weird. Surprise! Now you can see all this craziness.
You're in
I look
good
like a hot
company.
mess.
No, seriously, you're in good company. So,
Oh, yay.
yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah,
you're
I
one
should
of the
probably close
dudes.
the door. I'm one of the dudes. I always want to be a dude. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not really coming from me. It's not really saying much, but you're one of the guys.
I do. I'm not gonna
See?
lie. I'm a little nervous. Like it's different when I'm being a total weirdo on my stream, just being silly. But like now, I'm nervous.
It's all
There's no
good.
more anonymity. It's
Well,
gone.
as long as you're down with it, like I said beforehand, it's like as long as you're comfortable, you are more than welcome. And I'm glad you're here.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
this
what I should
morning.
probably do? I should probably turn off YouTube because I think that's why I'm so confused because I got YouTube going too to see.
Whatever works.
There you go.
That's
There
okay.
you
Well, I
go.
mean, this is my first
There
time
you go.
using Restream, so yeah, see, Nana says all my favorite peeps on one live. Well, hopefully Matt will be able to join us. I think he's getting out of work or some such. Yeah, Darth Mom says
Nice.
just be you, you know.
Just be me.
Um,
That's a terrible idea.
I missed something. Ooh, Sherry. Wait, did somebody do memberships?
Oh, thank you for
Yes.
the gifted membership, Sam.
Oh, wait, I'm
And yeah,
that's
Hook
so
by Needle
sweet of you,
Sam.
Sam. Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's
Thank
a
you for the
sweetheart.
gifted
If you
membership.
haven't checked out her stuff, you totally should. She's great.
Thank you
She's
so
got a
much.
really good tutorial voice.
See, the thing is, I can see the chat, but it goes by really fast, and I can only see like one or two at a time, which is better than seeing none at a time.
Right.
So because with StreamYard, it was the yeah. Matt's on his way home. Yay! We'll have four
Yay!
musketeers. Um,
It's a
so yeah,
guys'
I can only
night.
see. What's that?
It's a guys' night.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, Russ won't be able to join us because he's still at work. I mean, the invite was totally open, but I'm not going to be streaming until like midnight. So, um, I got stuff to do before then. Well, because my mom's coming home from Ireland tomorrow, and I have to do some white glove treatment. I have to,
Clean up.
clean everything. Did somebody just give more? Did I see something?
Yes. Sherry Reynolds gave 5 like memberships to
Oh,
Leslie
Sherry,
Pierce, Sharon Loves Purple, Bonnie M, Mandy, Moo Does Crochet Too, and to Jennifer Redgate.
thank you. Thank you so very much. You guys are so super duper generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So sweet. Oh, Thank you so much. Yeah, the memberships have been doing well. So what I've been doing thus far is I update the memberships as far as like the names who's got a membership. I update that once a week, and then what I do is at the very end of my videos, I put a credits list of all the members. Very special thanks to the members. I know it's not much, I know, but it's my little way of saying thank you to everybody. You know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who said that? Sherry. Yeah, Nana. Yeah, wow. Mom coming back already? That was fast vacation. Seems like she just left. Yes, I know. Tell me about it.
How long does it take to get there, though? Because I think you
uh,
waste like at least, what, like maybe 10, 12 hours just flying?
it is a long trip, but like she got there. It was less than a day, and she doesn't have to like transfer over anywhere. Like she doesn't have to like get off the plane, get onto another plane, and that makes a huge difference. Hello, Ivy. Like me, I
Hi,
wouldn't want to have to
Ivy.
like transfer. Excuse me. I wouldn't want to have to transfer, and potentially get my luggage lost or get on the wrong flight or some other such,
Well, you got direct flights right out of LaGuardia or JFK to
Yeah.
get there too.
JFK. Yeah. Yeah. She went through JFK, I believe. And so yeah, she'll be back tomorrow.
No more walking around the house naked.
This is
Am
not
I
that
the
kind of
only one
stream.
that, is it not? Oh.
No, I already admitted to my guilty pleasure on, I think it was Russ's stream, and that is I use the washing machine as my hamper, and I use the dryer as my dresser.
I would live out of the dryer if Michael would let me.
Yes, he would.
I mean that's what I do. I one-stop shopping. For better or for worse, I do not separate my clothes into different categories. It's like no, I just throw everything in.
Yeah, and wash it in cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, I'm very, very, very low maintenance. It's not even funny. Hello, Heidi. And so that's my guilty pleasure. But I've been keeping up with, like keeping the kitchen clean and so on and so forth. And because my mom is coming home tomorrow at like mid-evening or so, I decided to attempt to be the good son. And so when she gets home, I got her favorite Chinese takeout waiting for her in the fridge.
Ooh, what is it?
It's steamed chicken with mixed vegetables, brown rice, brown sauce on the side, and hot and sour soup.
Ooh, that sounds good. I just got fatter just listening to that.
That's what she likes. So that's what I did. And because I like she's on Weight Watchers, so like there's like this specific kind of bread and this specific kind of milk and this specific kind of whatever. I'm like, you know what? I know that that's what she likes to order when I do get Chinese takeout. So I'm like, you know what? It's a safe bet. Did somebody just do another gift? I think I saw a green.
Yes, Michelle Crochet.
Became a joint. Thank you. Yes, Michelle. Happy membership to you. So Woozy Wetskis. So yeah, I've been busy. Nothing new
I'm
there.
probably the least busiest person here. I live vicariously through all of you guys.
Okay, but you are employed, yes?
Yes.
Well, that takes effort. That takes time.
As little as possible. As little as possible.
Yeah, but you do work.
We'll call it work.
Okay. Well, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
You leave your home in a conveyance to get to a geolocation of employment and monetary transactionary change for monetary compensation, and you get paid and you do a job. Yes?
Yes.
Si,
Some
senor?
days.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Si, senor.
Si. Oui, monsieur.
Oh my
Oui,
goodness.
mon chéri.
So there you go. So yeah, you do stuff, you know. I mean, the first week that my mom was gone, I was still working my part-time job. And then this week that we're in right now, I've been off from work, but that doesn't mean I haven't been busy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, just last night I filmed, it was a two-part tutorial for tomorrow. So that took a while. And the pinwheel mosaic blanket, that how do you make that sound so dirty, Craig? What did I say, Ricky? Ricky, what did I say? What did I say?
You made me sound like a call girl.
No, you
Okay.
work. You work. That you
I'm kidding.
you know. So yeah, so the pinwheel mosaic blanket, that took a lot out of me
That is
because that was,
beautiful. I love that.
well, thank you. I mean, that was a 4-part series, and I was trying to go as quickly as possible to get to cover as much ground as possible, but also I was trying to be thorough, you know, so it's like that delicate balance and everything. So instead of
Yeah.
doing all 4 sides, which are the same, I only did one side of each round. I'm like, okay, just repeat what we just did 3 more times. And so, you know, I figured that that was potentially enough. Hello, Nessa. Um, so that 4-part tutorial really took a lot out of me. And then it's like as soon as I was done with that, then I was like bracing myself for my appointment on Tuesday. You know, because it's been so long since I've been tatted that I forgot what it was like. I mean, the first part of it though really wasn't that bad, and I think it's because when he was reworking my old piece, I think that
Excuse me. Sorry.
you're okay. Um, Thank you, Ricky. I think that the piece that he was reworking, I think that the skin was like jaded. It was like, yeah, no, it's old news. You know, it's like it's okay, stab away. You know, rework this tat. You know, but the thing is, the new piece, oh, it 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 hurt, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Um, Mima, you want to request a crochet along? Was there something specific you had in mind?
Ooh. We're taking requests.
Not that kind of
Maybe.
request.
You know,
Maybe.
maybe. I mean, it depends. You know, it depends on what you had in mind. I mean, well, the tutorial for tomorrow, that's already filmed. That's already ready to go. That's non-negotiable. Um, but you know, I've got all sorts of ideas and things floating about hither, thither, and yon. Um,
I
you
couldn't
know,
even
some knitted,
finish.
some crocheted. You know, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, I couldn't even
What's
finish
that?
the. I started recording a tutorial yesterday, and then I woke up today, and I couldn't finish it. My legs were just. It was cold and rainy, so I was like, yeah, Michael's not going to be able to film anything. So sorry, nothing came out today.
I just
You
do
can only do
whatever's
what
on
you can do.
Michael's channel. I just watch the videos.
What'd you say?
I said I just watch
Oh.
whatever you got on your channel. Hello?
So, about what time do you think you might be going on tomorrow night?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, my bad. Probably same time, probably like 7 or so, 6, 7 central, probably, more than likely. I'm so I'm trying to watch the chat and I'm looking at the YouTube thing. It's like, why am I behind? But I'm really not.
Yeah,
I
ignore the
forgot.
video aspect of it.
I'm
Just pay
ignoring the
attention to
videos.
chat.
Yeah, it'll probably be like probably like 6 or 7 central.
Which is Eastern
And now
time, like about
we're an hour ahead.
Central? Yeah, we're
so
hour
it's at
ahead
like
of you,
8.
Central.
Okay, so it'd be like 8 o'clock by
Or no,
me.
I'm sorry, behind. Yeah, 8 o'clock your time and then 7 o'clock my time.
Okay, cool. Because I
I'll
swear,
be running around like a little chicken, talking mad crap.
Well, you're just a scared potato fighting aliens.
I am, and they're scary aliens, and those robots, man. Screw them robots, man.
I know. Well, I had to. Well, on my phone, I have like a little AI image generator, and that's what I was using to send those pictures last time. I was like typing in like, okay, scared potato fighting aliens, and when I said fighting aliens, it didn't look good. So I said specifically, scared potato fighting xenomorphs, and that worked.
Dude, that was so cool. That was so great. That was
That
great.
worked.
I loved
But
it.
no, seriously, you guys, you got to check out Panda's channel because it's an absolute hoot. He's a scaredy cat, but then again, so am I when I play creepy games. And so, yes, PandaMoniumExpress, check him out. Show your support. Check him out. Go watch him, hide under beds and in lockers and trying to,
Closets.
trying to avoid detection from other angry human beings, rebellious androids, and an alien.
Yes.
Yes, he's
So
very much a scared chicken nugget.
I saw a clip where this guy had I guess upped the difficulty, and he had like 5 or 6 of the aliens running around, and I was like, nope, next TikTok, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can change the difficulty. Also, I did see a really Panda's
Fuzzy
a
bot.
screamer.
I love it. I love it.
Yes,
You don't
he's
know
a
my
screamer.
life. You don't know what kind of girl I am.
Yeah, he doesn't bite the pillow. He just screams.
Oh goodness.
Put my secrets out there, yo.
And so I saw a really interesting thing about either if Michael sneaks in and scares him, or the dog, or anything else,
Oh yeah, she crept up in here the other day, gave me a heart attack.
What could you just imagine, like a mouth coming out of her mouth, and then like
No, she would be a homeless dog if that was the case. I don't. No. I love my dog, but if she has another mouth, nah.
Well, you make me think of the original movie, The Thing, where that happened with the dog, and it started like to morph, and it was just like.
It's been so long since I've seen that
Russell.
movie.
Kurt Russell.
No, I remember.
And he had the Quaker Oats dude. It had the Quaker
He
Oats
did,
dude.
yeah.
The sagely scientist guy. And so, Matt's here.
Yay!
Hey, buddy.
Guys' Day. Woo!
Boys' night out.
Yeah! I almost went like that.
The token straight.
We got to have one on the panel.
Hey,
Matt, would that make Matt our DEI hire?
Yes. Disregard the yarn in the background.
That's okay. I've got it.
I stuck mine in plastic bags. Stuck them in the corner.
Shoe boxes.
Well, the
That's
original
more organized.
movie, the original movie, The Thing, was in black and white, and it was completely different. Then they turned it into the one with Kurt Russell, and then they did another version like 20-something odd years later. So there's actually been, I believe, 3 movies called The Thing, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, thank you, Tony G. Actually, I've been giving Baldur's Gate a little bit of a rest, not because I don't like it, but because I've been playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered.
That's so good. I love that, dude. It's so good.
It's so much fun. I've been cheesing it, though, because when I discovered how to duplicate items through a glitch...
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Hey, I didn't have a wife and couldn't keep her. I told her, go to Sephora, have fun. I'm going to play my video games here. But no, I just... it's a glitch. I'm not modding. I'm exploiting the glitch, you know?
Well,
I
it's
And
such
didn't
an
make
older
the
game too.
game.
They're not gonna fix the glitch.
Yeah, for
no,
sure.
I mean, the only thing is, the only like difficulty aspect is that the way that the difficulty levels, like it's uh what's the word I'm looking for? Like the difficulty like
Fist bumps,
increases, like
little bro. Fist bumps.
it like
Sorry.
exponentially increases. So it's like if you level up really fast, like all of the other enemies, they level up just as fast.
Oh,
Um, even if you're not experienced. So there's there are caveats to all good things that happen. Um, but no, like I'll use the duplication glitch and then I'll end up with like a couple thousand pieces of gold in like no time. But it doesn't mean I'm a good player.
right.
So it can still be really difficult. I actually last night I was playing against it was a I think it was a dire. I want to say it was a dire zombie or a fetid zombie or something along those lines. Oh my god! Oh yeah,
Mm.
up, left, right, BA, start. Yes, Contra.
I guess it's better than a fetish zombie. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is. Well, no, the thing is that the problem is that the guy was a sponge for arrows. Okay. I mean, I love doing the whole, stealth sniping with a bow and arrow thing. And I swear, I must have shot him with like easily 50 something arrows. And if you didn't keep hitting him in quick succession, he would keep regenerating his health.
Mm.
So, like, if
That
I missed him too many times, if I kept missing him, then he would just keep regenerating his health, and I'd have to like start all over again. And he's coming at me,
Yeah.
coming at me and like swiping at me. So I'm like trying to heal, trying to run, trying to aim, and also I can summon other various things. Like I can summon a skeleton to help me out, or another creature. He's called a scamp, and the
the
scamp is
scheme.
sort of he reminds me of Dobby, but like a really evil version of Dobby. Um, and
Like Dobby's friend.
no, like okay, picture what was the was it Creature was his name?
Yeah, Creature. That was
Yes.
his name. Dobby's buddy. Well, I don't know if they
Oh,
were
oh,
really buddies, but yeah, Creature. Oh, man.
what'd you do, Matt? Oh,
Matt gave
thank
10
I do
you.
what I do.
Well, thank you so much. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you.
Peppercorn last 89, Carrie only, Barbara Boudon, Diane
Thank you
Major,
so much.
Donna Cooper, Trisha. Who
Thank you,
else?
thank you.
Denisha.
Welcome all
Then
new Sockweight Yarn members.
Yes, welcome everybody.
Adeline, Fiber Tornado, and Six.
Thank you. So sweet, Matt. Thank you. Um,
Drugs.
Oh,
Drugs.
bro.
Well, the only
Drugs.
Elder Scroll game I ever played was, well, I played Skyrim and then I played Elder Scrolls Online. And I really enjoyed, like Skyrim I enjoyed. I didn't think I would really enjoy ESO, but I did. It was,
See, I never played online. I've only played just regular Skyrim. I mean, I did play with a couple of mods, but I never played the online version.
yeah, I never played the online Skyrim because I guess you can play online now, but the Elder Scrolls Online happens, it takes place, I want to say like 1,000 years before Skyrim. And it's cool, but I don't know. I like the whole aspect of Elder Scrolls and, being able to crouch and sneak up on people with, and just bow them, do the bow and
I
arrow on
wish
them.
they'd make Fable into like a Skyrim type game.
That's an
That'd be cool.
Xbox, right?
Fable, yeah.
Yeah, see that's the one thing. I only have the PlayStation and I don't need a gajillion different systems, so I'm just sticking with PlayStation.
Mm.
And I mean, I'm happy with it. I can blame my coworker Charlie because he's like talking about Baldur's Gate and he's talking about it, and then finally I went into Walmart one evening and they actually had a PlayStation 5 available. So I'm like, yep, mine. You know,
When we
no
first
question.
met back in 2001, we were constantly playing the original Baldur's Gate.
No, it was Baldur's Gate 2.
Was it 2? I don't.
Yeah, it was Baldur's Gate 2.
So it's been that long since they've had a sequel.
Yeah, it's been years, and we played that thing into the dirt, like legit. It was nice to have a game to play with you that wasn't EverQuest.
You're right.
That's okay, Amber. We'll talk about Yarny stuff too. We're just geeking out for a minute.
We're being
Speaking
nerds,
of,
Amber. We're being nerds. Embrace the
speaking
nerd.
speaking of Panda,
Hmm?
I'm going to give you the gentle nudge upside the head. You have to get Baldur's Gate.
I want to. I know you had sent me that message saying it was on sale and stuff, but I was like, it was still like close to $50.
That's, you know what? Even though it's like a year old, it's still worth it. It
Oh,
really is.
I'm sure. You know how many lap dances that is? No, I'm just kidding. Probably just one really good one.
Well, you got to start. No. The problem isn't the number. The problem is your prices are too low. God,
Hey, it's inflation. Inflation.
there's no tariff on being a tease.
Well, it starts with T.
I'm sorry,
T isn't for
Michael. I
tariff, it's
almost
for
made you spit.
tease. Yeah. It almost came out his nose.
Yes, it did.
But no, seriously, because then we could stream Baldur's Gate together.
Ooh, there you go.
We could
That's
play
too funny.
together.
Because
You know?
since it's cross-platform.
I know. I need to. I want to.
That's why I keep nudging you because, yeah, finally it's cross-platform because they got the most recent update. So now, even though if you're playing on PC and I'm on PS5, we can still be in the same game.
Nice. You hear that, Michael? I got an anniversary coming up. I know what I'm getting.
Okay.
And it's not yarn. No, I'm just kidding.
And I mean, it's you've seen me play it. You know it's really cool.
No, I love it. I love watching your playthroughs, man. They're great.
Thank you. I still
I
think that you're
absolutely love
funnier. You're funnier.
them. I think we're both funny.
In your own ways.
I love your videos. I watched mine the other day. I thought it was kind of corny. I was like, oh my God, I'm so corny. So
No,
corny.
you're not corny. You're starchy. You're a potato.
I am a potato. I'm a good potato. I'm good at rolling around underneath things.
And going,
No.
oh, there's a shiny over there. Let's go get that shiny. While we're in the middle of a quest that's like time limited, and we're supposed to be on the opposite side of the map by now. And he's
To
over
be
here
fair,
picking the flower.
Yes,
Wait,
to be
Michael,
fair,
are
it
you
was a
describing me?
flower.
Michael, are you describing my gameplay?
That's Panda and a heartbeat.
No, because I've been trying to do some quests, in Oblivion. I've been trying to do some quests, and I came like, ooh, there's a cave. Let's go in. I do it all the time. I'll be the first to admit it. And yes, April, yes, Panda is funny because he's such a chicken. Exactly.
I call it a survival instinct. That's what I started calling it, survival instincts. It's like what is it, like the spider sense, just potato sense.
Well, potatoes are very observant. They've got a lot of eyes.
I see what you did there. Mima said, Panda, keep it clean, please. Rolling around under things.
Oh my goodness.
That's good stuff.
But yeah,
I'm definitely looking forward to playing tomorrow.
One of these days, you got to get your hands on it, and then we can be in the same party together. The only stipulation though is that we would then, if we play by no mods or anything like that, it would just be you, me, and 2 other people in the party.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. For sure. The Spud sense. Yes, Spud sense. Darth Mom. That's a coined phrase now. Totally coined phrase now.
Wait,
Oh
what's
my
Texas
gosh.
Chainsaw Massacre. What's wrong with you, Nessa? That's too scary.
So is it Baldur's Gate 2 EE? Is
E
that
for
what that
everyone.
is? Huh?
I'm sorry, EE?
Yeah, it says EE.
For Baldur's Gate 2?
Yeah. Baldur's Gate 2 EE.
So I can
Know
tell you.
what EE is.
I don't know what I know what like E for everyone or M for
Oh,
mature
it's
or
enhanced edition.
oh,
Oh, okay.
gotcha.
Yeah, whenever you played that one all the way through, you got to play as Drista Warden and Artemis and Terry from the books, and you had like their weapons and stuff, and that was kind of cool. That was like my favorite part about the whole game after the first playthrough.
I never played anything previous to Baldur's Gate 3. I've never played 2 or 1 or anything like that. As far as the Elder Scrolls, I've only played Skyrim before. So for me, playing Oblivion, um, yes, Jen, the gate terrified me as a child.
I loved that movie. It gave me
Oh my
nightmares.
god, it's such a bad movie. It's
Oh, but when
painfully
you're a
80s.
kid, though, watching it,
It's
it's just like, oh my
terrifying.
god, I was terrified.
Yeah.
Just like The Shining. I won't watch it to this day because I was
Oh,
8
The
years old,
Shining.
snuck out of the bedroom behind my mom's recliner watching it, and it scared the poop out of me. To this day, I still won't watch it.
Well, just wear some Depends.
Here's Panda. That's a great
Well,
movie.
no,
I
like
remember I watched Jason. What was it? Jason Goes to Hell,
okay.
and I was terrified at the end of the movie. I was in high school, so I probably shouldn't have been so terrified, but I ran all the way home. I was so scared. So scared. And then there was like a storm coming, so like all the trees are going, there's like thunder in the background and lightning. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like freaking out. I was like, I'm gonna die. Not to be dramatic.
If
Well,
he
for
watches
those of
anything
you,
scary here, he has to watch something funny before he goes to bed.
Yeah,
oh,
Otherwise, if he
like Care
doesn't, I end
Bears
up with
or
bite marks on my back, or I'm getting kicked because I'm the zombie.
I didn't know you were gonna tell that story. Sorry.
what happened?
I ate him. I was a zombie and I ate him.
He bit me in the back one night in his sleep, and I elbowed him, and he's like, "Oh, what? You just bit me." Okay, rose up and go to sleep. I'm sitting there brushing my teeth the next morning, getting ready for work, and he goes, "Oh my god, what happened to your back?" I'm like, "I wonder whose teeth those fit."
I was eating him in my dream. I ate him. I have to watch like funny things after or like cartoons or something so I don't get all freaked out. I get real bad like nightmares and night terrors and stuff and like we didn't have a headboard because I didn't want to hurt my hand, in my, night terror nightmare stuff, and then I put a hole in the wall by accident, so we had to get a headboard. So now I don't normally watch scary things before bed. Now I normally just like watch YouTube.
Phew.
that can be
Wow.
scary enough, also.
Yeah, right.
No, horror movies, they don't bother me. I mean, going back to The Gate, for those of you that didn't ever see it, it's a really cheesy 80s horror movie where you have a bunch of kids, they accidentally open up a gateway to hell while their parents are away on vacation. And so you have like some, teens slash adolescents trying to close a gate from hell. And there were these like little imps um, running around all over the place. Now, actually, what's funny about that, what scared me, it was the moths. It wasn't even the imps so much. It was the moths
Mm.
in that movie. And what's weird though, I remember having a nightmare about the moths, not the imps, not the guy that was buried in the wall. No, not him. Even though he was terrifying. No, actually, it was the moths because I had this dream where the moths were swarming and they were on me, and quite literally, my skin started to like drip away like candle wax.
Oh,
after getting attacked by the
That's
mobs.
that's
That's
scary.
more like Indiana Jones.
Well, that in Indiana Jones, the creepy part with that, of course, was boom boom shigare, boom boom shigare, boom boom shigare, boom boom shigare, you know, Kalima shottire, Yes, for those of you that don't know, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, draw your own conclusions.
I did. That one was one of my favorite movies growing up. I tried watching again now that I was older, and I was like, it's not as good as I remember.
Yeah, of course. But
I
how
like
about
yeah.
Poltergeist Part 3?
I watched the first
Guys.
Poltergeist. The little
Little
lady
kid.
scared the poop out of me. I never
Yeah,
watched the rest.
What,
they're
Tangina?
here.
What, do you mean the girl or the lady?
The little old lady.
Tangina.
I guess
Yeah.
that's her.
Step into the
Yeah.
light, Caroline.
Yeah, there you
There's
Yes.
go.
peace
Yeah,
and
her.
serenity in the light,
Yeah,
Caroline.
she freaks me out even to this day.
It'd be
Just
funny if they
it's
crossed Tangina with Mrs. Doubtfire. Well, hello. Step into the light, Caroline. I
Did
must
you
look
ever
like a
see?
yeti. There's peace and serenity in the light, Caroline.
The one that
Did you
got
ever
me
see
was
Of
Phantasm?
course.
yes. I remember that one.
Yes. Oh my God.
The finger
Yes.
that turns into
Yes.
a
Oh my God.
cicada or
Oh God,
whatever
it
it
was such a
was.
creepy movie.
The chrome ball with the scarf.
Yes. Yes.
The,
Yes. Yes.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
the one that
And the thing is, then it
got
just
me
starts like doing a fountain of
of
blood coming out of the ball. It's like, we
That's such a
scared
good
Michael off.
movie.
Yeah, that was a classic. Or you know, just the dwarves in the robes.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yes, Nightmare
Sugar.
on Elm Street.
I'm sorry, Sugar, real quick. That's my sister. Hi. Oh, you getting me a refill? Oh, you so nice. My sister learned how to jump rope using the Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger song. She would be imagine this little Puerto Rican girl in the middle of the hood jump roping to singing 1, 2, Fred's coming for you. Like that was the creepiest little thing.
Well, I'm sure nobody on that block messed with her.
No, they didn't. They totally didn't.
They'd be like, that chick is crazy. Let's go on the other
Yeah.
side of the street.
Well, she was like, I want to say she was like maybe 4 or 5, just looking like a freaking weirdo singing that in the middle of the projects. Like that was great.
Well, with
Man.
Poltergeist 3, I mean, the first one, of course, had some terrifying moments, like the clown doll.
Oh, clowns! I don't do clowns. I don't do clowns. Clowns and spiders, except for you. Clowns and spiders,
Well,
except for you. That's it.
I'm the exception to many rules. Um, but who's what skis? And then, the second Poltergeist, the braces, the scene with the braces, that was terrifying. Do you know that one?
The braces. I'm trying to remember.
So
Oh man, it's been so long.
the brother Bobby, he had braces in the
Oh
movie,
yeah.
and they
Okay.
come to life, and they start like
Yeah.
sprouting wire all around him, and they cocoon him, and he's hanging from the ceiling in this brace wire cocoon. And then the
Mhm,
wires form themselves into what looks like an electrical plug, and it's going
mhm,
towards the outlet slowly but surely. I mean, that terrified me.
mhm.
But no, it was in the third movie. The third movie, it was tripe, it was garbage, and I think it was during the filming of that the little girl actually died. And I
Oh,
think
I
it
didn't
was
know that.
I didn't
yeah,
know
it
the
was
little
because
girl
I think she
died.
had a blockage in her intestines, and they
Oh
didn't pick up on
shit.
it in time, and she ended up dying before the movie was done.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Well, they say that the Poltergeist movies are cursed, and that's one of the reasons why. Also because they used real skeletons in the first movie.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Oh
they
my
did.
didn't know that
god.
either.
Yeah, they did. Um, but in the
His
third
bones are
movie,
showing.
was that?
I said his bones are showing.
Yeah, in the third movie, there's a scene where it's all about reflections and reflective surfaces, and that's like the gateway to the other side. And so Carol Ann's running through a garage and she steps into a puddle, and then all of a sudden the puddle lights up and hands come out of the puddle and drag
Hmm.
her into the puddle.
Yeah.
That scared me to no end.
The
I remember
one,
that. Yep.
the one that got me, and it's a cheesy movie. It's a cheesy movie. Is Mothman.
I
As in like
liked
like
Mothman.
the Mothman prophecies.
The one where he's like in the subway, and he's like with the hat and the thing on, and he like goes and he like grabs people. Oh my
It's
god.
been a long time since I've seen that, but I remember it being pretty decent.
I don't remember that. Like I don't know if I ever saw that movie, but like that actually. Oh, that reminds me. Have you ever seen Beastmaster?
Yes, Beastmaster. I love Beastmaster, but for
And there
all
were
the
those
wrong reasons.
creatures. Well, there were those creatures who like they would like open up their arms and then surround somebody, and then
Hmm.
when they release their arms, whoever it is that was in there, they become basically bones and mush. They
Hmm.
like they like dissolve them. That terrified me as a kid.
Hmm.
And wait,
Those
I'm
were
sorry. So
scary.
you said that you liked the Beastmaster, but for all the wrong reasons. Hmm? What?
Yes, yes, for all the wrong reasons. I was a young man way back then, and I was introduced to the Beastmaster, and I realized then that it was a great movie.
Yes, it was high quality, a high quality movie.
Yeah, his costume was amazing.
Low budget, very low budget on the costume.
If we're
Oh,
doing
that's funny.
a
The
low budget
ferrets were my favorite.
one, it's got to be Evil Dead.
Poto and
Oh,
Poto.
Evil Dead. Evil
Evil
Dead was
Dead's the best.
good.
Now that
I
one,
love the
that
Evil Dead.
do you realize? Like, did you ever see like the behind the
My
scenes like
boomstick.
commentary?
I have not.
What'd you say, Matt?
I said, "This is my boomstick."
Yes. You know,
I love that show.
well, the boomstick that didn't come until
That's
part
Tommy and
3.
Cartman.
Yeah, that
Matt,
was part 3. Well, the
you're a
nice
little
thing about those
low.
movies,
Am I?
what's that?
Matt
Yeah,
is a little
Matt
low.
does need to work on his volume a little bit. I don't know if you're able to.
Oh,
The neat thing about the all 3 of the Evil Dead movies is you could watch any one of them individually and know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though there
That's
was like
true.
some continuity, like they gave you enough exposition and backstory to know, oh, this is what's going on. Yes, and Kodo and Poto the ferrets from Beastmaster, yes, they were the stars.
Yeah, if they didn't have the ferrets, I don't think I would have liked it as much. To be
You lying.
honest, like
Quit lying.
they were great. I know. I'm trying to
what's
redeem
that?
myself from the loincloth costume comment.
You know what? They ran out of budget for costume materials. That's all it was.
It worked. Do you remember Call the Conqueror?
Crow
You mean
Yeah,
Crow?
Crow. Yeah, Crow. What did I
Yes,
say?
with the spinny blade of
with the
doom.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That one was a good one. Or Enemy Mine. That was another one that was really good from way back then.
Jerry! Jerry! You know, well, the thing is, the creature in Enemy Mine, where there was like this tentacle that came out of the sand and like grabbed you and pulled you in, that thing
Hmm.
scared me to no end. But in Krull, I loved the sort of the would-be sorceress. Sorry, sorcerer. What was his name? He had a very inflated ego, and he played the professor in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Professor Turkentine.
Really?
Yes,
I did not know that.
yeah. Ergo the Great, or
Ergo.
Ergo the Magnificent, whatever. But yeah, he kept like messing up his spells. And then there was Titch, the little boy, and oh God, I think it was Viggo Mortensen was in it.
Was he?
I think he was,
I'm
and
gonna have to Google that. I
the
don't
guy
remember. It's been
the
ages.
guy who played Hagrid was in it in Krull.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes, yes, yes.
No.
He had
Oh,
no beard. He had no
Come on.
beard. He had a mustache.
somebody's pulling something around here.
I
Look it up.
know.
Look it up, Buttercup. No, he had, I think he had a mustache, and he had like a buzz cut, and he was wearing like a leather harness. I know this.
Yes,
And,
Debbie. Facts,
you know,
Debbie.
he definitely gained some weight since the role, but he was a husky dude then. But the dude that played Hagrid was in Krull.
I did not know that. I need to see this. I gotta Google. Oh, that's right. I don't have my phone. Hi, there's my phone. I forgot.
Wiki. Somebody, Wiki. Yeah, the guy that played Hagrid was in Krull.
I'll pull it up. Let's see.
Liam
Kroll or
Neeson, not
Cole?
Viggo Mortensen, Liam Neeson. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Crawl the Conqueror. There
Well,
it is.
Liam
19. Oh,
Neeson,
Cole, that was 97?
it was a while ago.
Wow, that was, I thought.
Robbie Coltrane.
Oh.
Yes. Bill, thank you. Robbie Coltrane.
Is that Kevin Sorbo? That's a
No.
remake. That's got to be a remake. That's not the right one. That's
No.
not the right one.
Robbie Coltrane, who was Hagrid, was also in Krull. I'm telling you, I looked it up because I was like, wait a minute. He looks very familiar, but a lot younger.
Let's see.
Okay. There it is. Okay. Found it. All right. Let's see. Where is it? IMBD. That's crazy. Let's see who was in this movie. Where's the cast?
Yeah, Liam Neeson, he was the one who had multiple wives in multiple towns, and yeah.
Let's see. And there's a whole bunch of people. I'm not gonna read off all those.
It was a big cast.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in that one. Okay. I don't see. Let's see. There it is. Keegan. Yeah, Liam Neeson was Keegan. Okay. Oh wow, that's right. He was hanging with the Cyclops. I was like, the Cyclops was his buddy,
right?
Or something, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Wow, I didn't even realize that was him. Holy crap!
See,
that's crazy.
The guy that played Ergo, like I said, he was the teacher, the science teacher who made a best warp remover in the world in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He played Ergo. I'm telling you.
What was his name again? Robbie Coltrane. There he is. What? Oh my God, Hagrid! Wow, he was old in this movie too. Jesus.
Told you.
Wow, he looks so different. Oh my God, Hagrid, we love you. All right, that's crazy.
Love's in the house. Yeah.
Oh, what happened? What happened? Something popped up on my screen. Turn on reaction. Oh. Adding effects using hand gestures. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. There we go. Hagrid went from freaking Krull to Harry Potter, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. And he was also in Nuns on the Run.
I never saw that one.
Eric Idle was in that. Come on, dude.
I never saw that. I'm sorry. My bad. Most of my time watching movies, I try to watch like zombie movies. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, he's like literally. There's a plan if something happens.
Everybody should have a plan.
He's like, we can take this off the door. We can take this door off. We can put it in front of this window. We can do this.
You have to be prepared. Okay. You never know.
What would you have done differently if you were in Night of the Living Dead? The original or the remake of the one where they're in the farmhouse. What would you have done?
I would have died. I saw the movie. I know how it works.
No, seriously, what would you have done?
I would have gone to Sam because you got to have a membership to get in.
Actually, it's funny. One of my coworkers, she works in the reference department. She actually said, if ever the zombie apocalypse happened, she's like, I want you, to be, part of the group because you can make shit.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
It's like, I am my own little manufacturer of various things. I'm
gonna chain you to the freaking table with your little crochet hook. Make us some pants, sucker.
But no, seriously, like what would you guys do if you were in Night of the Living Dead and you're at the farmhouse and there's a couple of survivors? Would you spend time boarding it up, or would you be like, oh, you know what? They're actually slow, so if we keep moving, we'll be good? Like, what would you do? Would you stay or would you go?
So, one, it depends on who you have with you. Two, it depends on how much, what kind of supplies you have. What kind of weapons you have. There's a lot of things to consider.
Yeah, there
Not
is.
to get too serious with zombie planning, but there's a lot of things to consider. At
Okay,
the
how
risk of
about
sounding being a nerd.
you're fine. Well, I'm giving you hypotheticals. So, all right, let me break it. Let me break it down. Let me break it
Okay.
down for you. Okay, how about
Okay.
this? All right, you have, as far as food, you have enough to feed everybody for like one day. Night,
Okay. How many
Debbie.
people in the group? How many people are we talking about?
Well, let's go with the actual cast members that are there. So you
Okay.
have, you have Barbara. You've got Ben. Okay. Uh, you have, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, the daughter that's been bitten, and you have the boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay. So the
Okay.
daughter that's been bitten, she gotta go. She gotta go.
Correct.
Sorry, daughter. If mama want to go with her, she
Ah,
can go, but she can't
Expendable
stay here.
losses. Yes,
Yes.
expendable losses.
Casualties of war. Sorry,
Yeah.
girl.
Well,
Gotta
but
go.
for me,
Agreed.
I would take useful skills. I'm sorry, that it's going to come into play there, especially on that. You're not going to have a group of somebody who doesn't know how to do anything. Just take anybody who's got useful skills, such as either farming, sewing, crochet, or knitting, because you're going to need clothing. Winter's going to be coming, so you're going to need something warm.
Okay. You're projecting way too far into the future. We're just
Well,
talking.
We're
Do
just
you
talking about
stay?
day one.
We're talking about, okay. We're talking about like, all right. This literally just started. Do you
Oh
stay
yeah,
at the
if it
farmhouse
just
or do you
started,
bolt?
you gotta hang tight where you're at. You gotta hang tight where you're at.
So you would
Because
try
you're
to
gonna
barricade
have,
yourself.
yes, for at least a day, maybe two, just to see how there's gonna be so many zombie penguins, yes. There's gonna be so many people out running around, people shooting everybody. You got law enforcement. You probably have like military running around. You don't want to get caught in the crossfire. So you're probably just gonna want to hunker down and give it a couple days before you start going out and trying to escape. Because now you got everybody and their mother trying to leave as well.
See, I
and
think
everybody and
that,
their mother grabbing toilet paper for a virus.
Toilet paper is an important resource.
and
We,
and Purell, right?
yes, yes.
See, for
Oh,
me,
nice, Amber.
I'm with Barbara, not in the original where she was catatonic. No, I'm talking about Barbara in the remake. Um,
I don't know if I saw the remake. I saw the original.
oh, 1990, Tony Todd,
I don't
who
know if I've
played
seen that
Candyman.
one.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
I do remember seeing that one.
that
Tony
was
Todd.
good. It's dated. It's dated 1990, but it's really, really good. Um, Now, yeah, the boyfriend girlfriend who blew up the car. Yeah, no. Well,
No.
the thing is, it's
Oh,
funny. There was such a huge juxtaposition between the original and the remake
it's so
because in the
cold.
original, take the characteristics of the original of the cast members and then take the remake and their personalities do a complete flip. So, like for instance, Ben pretty much is the same. He's assertive. He's trying to lead and he's trying to do what's right. Blah blah blah. Barbara in the original, she's catatonic. In the remake, she's like Rambo. Okay, she's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm fighting. I'm not losing my mind. I'm fighting here. Then in the original one, the girlfriend, um, she's practically apathetic. She's just like, this sucks. But and then in the remake, she's hysterical. The couple, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, they remain nasty. They're just ridiculous. And then you have the boyfriend. He's pretty much the same from one to the other, except in the remake, he's a little bit more like. "Eh!" But I mean, I agree with Barbara in the remake. She's like, listen, they're so slow. We could just walk right past them. And that's how
Hmm.
she gets away. She just walks right past them. And she's the only one that survives. Spoiler, sorry. But yeah, she's the
Well,
only
it's
one
a
that lives.
numbers game at that point too. What's your favorite zombie movie?
That's hard. That's really hard.
That's what she said.
Um, No, she said that's hard and difficult. Um, no, it's difficult to say
Oh
because I mean,
yes.
there's so many good zombie movies. I mean, the original, it's classic 1968. The remake of 1990, Jacob's Ladder was terrifying.
Oh my God, that was such an amazing. I loved it. I
That
absolutely loved
one
it.
scene when they're dancing.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Uh,
That was
and,
that
and
was a
she's
good
getting like
scene.
she's
What's the
getting
new
like
one? The rest of
what?
us? No, all of us? No,
All of us. What?
The Last of
All of
Us?
us are dead.
The Last of Us.
The
Oh
Last of Us,
yeah.
that was well, I never played the video game. I saw parts of it being played, and I never watched the
The
series, so I
mo-
can't
the
vouch.
series, the series is crazy.
I like the series, but after like I've never. Okay, I've
The
I've
whole,
played the
the
first
whole
game.
creeped me out.
I played the first game probably like an hour or two, maybe
You didn't even make it
before.
that far. Please don't
You
like don't.
shush. You shush. You don't know my life.
3 minutes in.
And
All right, I'm done.
it
I'm already too scared.
freaks me out. So I had to. I know. I had to watch other
Hello,
people play
Paco
it on YouTube.
Taco. Our
Hello,
little Paco
Taco.
Taco.
Taco, Paco, Paco,
Well, I
Taco.
was saying the other day that he needs a little shark costume for Halloween.
That'd be
We were
great.
laughing. Rebecca and I were laughing about that after. We were just like, "Oh my gosh!"
Excuse me.
The Lost Boys was a really good movie. I mean, for when it came out, that was an awesome,
Mhm.
awesome movie. Thou Shall Not Fall.
Kiefer
Yes.
Sutherland, man. Oh my God, I had a thing for him way back when. Since
Mm,
The Lost Boys, I was like, oh.
Who
I mean,
didn't?
yeah, that bar's. Grr.
Who didn't? The Lost Boys was awesome. Although the only thing that I think I couldn't quite wrap my head around is listening to Corey Feldman's voice go from the Goonies to the Lost Boys. I'm sorry. Zombies, they die in many ways. They implode, some explode, some go quietly, some go screaming. It's like, dude, you're not Sylvester
How many
Stallone.
times have you seen that movie? I love it.
Death
I love
by
it.
stereo.
I love it. I love it. You know what I need to get caught up on? I need to get caught up on Stranger Things. I think I haven't seen season 5 yet.
It hasn't come out yet.
Oh, is it not? Okay, good. I thought I
That's
was.
a very good reason why you haven't seen it, honey bunny.
I haven't looked. I just saw something about season 5. I'm like, oh, I gotta get caught up on that. I haven't seen it.
You know what?
I think
I keep
I think
saying that
we're
by the
only
time
I think we're only at season like 3.
4, no
Is
4.
it? No, it's
I
season
think
4.
we
Yeah, it's
watched
season 4.
up to season 3.
Well, I mean, the last season that actually came out was really good. Don't get me wrong, but they've been dragging out the series for so long that by the time they finish filming the last season, all of the original kids will have had kids.
Yeah,
They're of
true.
age.
Oh, Tommy Knockers. Tommy Knockers. I've only seen that once, and I remember it being pretty good. Flatliners. I loved the remake. Love the remake.
Late last
Scanners.
night and the night before, Tommy
Yeah.
knockers knocking at the
And
door.
at your door.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Or scanners.
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 Yes, Scanners was good. There was one. What was it called? It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug. It had Michael J. Fox in it, and it was like a horror movie, and he could see like people had numbers on him. He could kind of see when they were gonna die.
Oh yeah, I know
I
of
liked
it.
that
Didn't see
one.
it.
I can't remember the
I
name of
know
that
it,
one, but
but I haven't
that one
seen it.
spooked me.
Well, you know what?
Oh, Sweet Tooth! I loved Sweet Tooth. It was such a good show.
The
I only saw the
Frighteners.
first season. It was so
Frighteners, yes.
sad. Pubba. Oh,
Bubba,
Pubba. I love Pubba.
I know, he was so cool. He was so chill. He's so mellow.
Well, Pubba, considering his circumstances, he was like super dad. He was like totally thrown into the situation, and he became like super dad. And then who wouldn't love his dog, Sweet
I
Tooth's dog?
know. I know.
That was the Frighteners. That's the one you were talking about.
Yeah, the Frighteners. That one was really good.
Now,
Yeah,
if you've
I
seen-
finally finished Sweet Tooth. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you've seen Scanners, there's another one also by Cronenberg. Have you seen Shivers?
I have not.
No.
That
No.
is a messed up movie. It's seriously messed up. It's about a, how do I put this? What's the word I'm looking for? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank on the word that I'm looking for. Oh, okay. It is, I found the word. Okay. Picture a parasite that is also an aphrodisiac that is communicable through even something as simple as a kiss, and it's a parasite. It looks like a slug, but it's also like an
Ooh.
aphrodisiac. So it's crazy. It was
Children
very,
of the Corn.
it was very 1970s, and things got freaky. Yeah, it was
don't think-
weird.
That sounds creepy.
It was. It was
Yeah.
very creepy. Now, the funny thing is that the lead actor in Shivers, as well as the lead actor in Scanners, he does not know how to show any sort of emotion at all. He's totally deadpan. Like, things could be blowing up around him. Total deadpan. Children of the Corn, that was really good. I mean, the
What
acting
was
was
the one with
horrible.
Christy Alley?
And the one where you couldn't
No.
fall asleep.
No, the
Oh,
one
When you couldn't fall
who,
asleep.
The pod thing would get you.
no, Children of the Corn, that was the chick from the Terminator. Linda Hamilton, was it? Linda Carter?
Linda something.
Not Blair. But
What
no,
movie?
Children of the Corn, the actress was also in the Terminator.
I think I know who you're talking about. What's her name?
Whoops.
Brown hair, blue
Linda
eyes.
Hamilton.
I was sort of right. Well, the thing is, the kid that played it was Isaac, the little preacher kid. He was terrifying because he looked like he was 40 going on, like he was like 12 going on 40. So he was really creepy. But his like red-haired minion, Malachi, now he was just, his acting was atrocious. Everything was like over exaggerated. And Paco is just looking too damn cute.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, look at the little tongue flapping about.
It was like,
Oh, he's so cute. I just want to give him belly rubs.
well, he either needs a shark
Yeah, Darth
costume,
Mom and Tracy.
or he needs a taco costume.
Oh, he should totally have a taco costume. Oh my god, that would be.
Either like a little
Have you seen the
taco-
Chucky costumes? Have you seen those?
I know, where just the face is right, and then there's like the body is hanging down in front
Yeah.
of his body, and he's like,
Yeah.
and he's holding a little knife. But yeah, he needs a little taco costume.
That
Yeah,
would be too cute.
it would. He's a
Michael
little
made
you got enough yarn
Michael made
behind.
cinnamon. Michael made cinnamon a sweater a couple years ago.
One of my coworkers, she keeps wanting me to crochet a sweater for her dog, and I'm like, I don't go out of my own species. I'm sorry. Village
Yeah,
of the Damned. Ooh, that was good.
That was good with Christy Alley.
Kirstie Alley
Yeah,
was in
too
Village
bad
of the
she's
Damned.
a nut job again now.
Well, she's not a nut job no more. She's not a nut job anymore.
Why? Did she pass?
It's hard to be one behind some wood.
Behind what? Did she
A
pass?
casket, yeah.
I didn't know
What?
she
I
passed.
didn't know that. I didn't know she passed.
Kirstie Alley?
Yeah. Where
Yeah,
have I been? Oh no, I'm sad.
I was not aware of
3
that.
years ago, December 5th of 2022.
I didn't even know. Didn't even know that.
Misery.
Misery was good. I
Oh my
love that
gosh.
yeah,
movie.
it was scary.
Misery was
Misery
so
was
good.
good. It really, really was. I love Kathy
The
Bates. Have you
operation-
seen that Matlock show that she's doing?
No, but she still
It's
got it. But
pretty
no, I was just
good.
going to say, it's like,
Pretty good.
the operation was called hobbling. No, they didn't kill them. That would be like junking a Mercedes just because it had a broken spring. No. See, they would just, make sure they had to keep working in the diamond mines, but they'd make sure that they couldn't get away either. So the operation was called hobbling.
Ooh.
Out comes the 2x4 and the sledgehammer.
Yeah. She
that's
was
cool,
great.
Melissa.
That was like my first exposure to oh my gosh, Kathy Bates.
Stephen King or Kathy Bates?
Kathy Bates. And I just fell in love with like her acting. Like she's just phenomenal.
Yeah,
Well,
she's great.
between
I love
that
her.
and fried green tomatoes, just the way that
I
she
never did
empowers
see
herself.
that.
Fried green tomatoes?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I never seen it. I read the book in high school.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah, I
Scott, you
never
are
watched it.
pretty
They made us
praised.
they made us read the book in high school, like years and years ago, and I forgot all about it, and I've never seen the movie.
Oh no, seriously, Fried Green Tomatoes is an excellent movie.
There's no zombies. I'm just kidding.
Well, there are no zombies, but somebody does lose an arm.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
nobody
but no,
eats it. No,
no, but well, as Sipsy would say, secrets in the sauce.
it's all about the sauce.
Secrets in the sauce. But I mean, no, seriously, that was a great
This was a
movie
little
because
Chianti.
I'll say it a million times over. When Kathy Bates gets screwed over in the parking lot, and the girls are like, "Oh, face it, lady, we're younger and faster." Crash, crash, crash. Face
I
it,
do
girls.
remember
I'm
that scene.
older.
Okay,
More
I watched
insurance.
it. Yes.
What's that?
I said I do remember that scene now that you mentioned that. So
Yeah.
I guess I've seen it. Yeah.
Face it, girls. I'm older
Sam.
and I have more insurance. I mean, that is the penultimate of it. You know what? For her, it was justifiable Karen behavior. Okay, it was warranted. It wasn't out of entitlement. It was out of like, no, I'm tired of being the world's doormat. I'm going to brush myself off, and I'm going to be welcome to myself, not for everybody, walking all over me. Hello, Tiger.
I have a question.
The
Yeah.
one that was good was Falling Down.
Oh
I
man,
know
Falling
of it. I
Down was
didn't see
so
it.
good.
Didn't
Oh
see
my
it.
god,
know
I
of it.
love that.
Upgrading.
Was that
Upgrading
that
to
was
the
Kurt Russell
movie.
also, wasn't it? Was that Kurt Russell also? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
that was good.
Michael Douglas.
No. Was it? Oh, it was
Escape from
Michael
LA
It
Douglas.
was one of them.
Escape from
keeps
LA
upgrading. He
was
keeps
Kurt
upgrading
Russell.
through the whole.
Falling
Yeah.
Down was Michael Douglas. But no,
Yeah,
you were just saying
you're right.
You were just saying that you had a question?
Yeah, I don't know how to
I
make
gotta
my
go in there.
camera go.
I'll be
Thank
right
you.
back.
I gotta use the little boy's room.
The little panda's
Not-
room?
The little panda room.
No,
And I don't know how to make my screen.
Hit
So
the camera. Hit the camera button.
the camera.
Hit the camera button. And the mic.
Camera.
And the microphone.
He said, "Don't touch anything."
Doesn't scroll.
It doesn't scroll. It doesn't do nothing unless. Ooh,
Oh, there you go.
see,
Huh.
see. Well, thank you, Nick Crochet Tiger. Oh, there we go. Yay!
I can still hear you though.
Oh, nobody wants to hear that. You got.
I'm trying.
Don't bring the phone to the little panda's room.
Doesn't want
We
to.
don't need to hear that.
On
There we go.
the live, no one can hear you scream.
Oh man. I'm so happy that we got such a great group tonight, between you and Michael and Panda and his coming out party, so to speak. Yeah, it's great.
This is a blast.
Yeah. You guys are my dudes.
One moment, because I saw somebody that came into my live yesterday.
Yeah.
Janet, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Okay, we got you. So, I hope you're feeling better.
Oh man. No, it's a good evening.
What was the one where the people, they fell asleep, and the thing, like the pod thing, would get them when they were sleeping?
Well, I mean, that could have been Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
That's what it was. It was Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Well, the original one with what was his name? Kevin McCarthy, back in like the 50s or the 60s, I think it was. It was black and white. Kevin McCarthy.
I was thinking of the more current one.
Well,
like 70s.
But Kevin McCarthy showed up in that remake with Leonard Nimoy and Donald Sutherland and oh, he was in The Fly and Jurassic Park. Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Yeah, in that remake, Kevin McCarthy, he shows up. He's the guy who's running through the streets screaming, "They're after us! They're here!" And he gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Kevin McCarthy, who was in the original one.
The original
And
one.
he was also in The Twilight Zone, the movie. He played the little kid's uncle who did magic tricks and pulled like a really crazy looking cartoon rabbit out of a hat.
Did you ever see Reanimator?
No, but I know of it.
You know, that was the only scary movie I've ever walked out of. And it wasn't that it was scary, it was just it was like overload.
Yeah, I never saw The Reanimator.
I don't know why that movie, but yeah, I couldn't. We went to it was on the midnight movie when I was
Roland, yes. Yeah, sorry,
and
Roland with Rosie, yes. Jeff Goldblum is from the remake of The Fly, yes.
yes,
And he was
that's
also
a good movie though.
the chaos theorist from Jurassic Park, and yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff. And then, of course, also there was his wife was the hysterical woman from the original movie Alien. And she was also in The Birds. She was the little girl who had the birthday party.
Really?
She always plays somebody who's hysterical. And she was in a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes as well, one of which was where it was I Sing the Body Electric. She's the one that didn't like the robot grandmother who almost got hit by a car. She's been in a lot of stuff. Wow. I can't remember her name, but yeah, she's been in a lot of stuff. And everything she's ever in, she's always hysterical. You know, she's always crying. She's always freaking out. She's always like, pretty much. You know, she's pretty much pigeonholed and typecasted into hysteria. Yeah. It happens.
Well, that's like William Dafoe. William Dafoe always plays creepy parts.
Yeah.
The only non-creepy part was in Platoon.
Yeah, didn't see that one. But yeah, I mean, he plays creepy well, you know.
He does it really well.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry, I just need something. Wait. Wait, I see.
Joaquin Phoenix is another one that can play a good creepy.
Oh, thank you. Be forever creative. Thank you.
Sorry, what did you? And then I hit that. I'm back.
Hi. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Matt?
Huh?
You were saying something. I'm sorry, I missed it.
I
was fiddling with the chat. Excuse me. No, seriously, Panda, I can't tell you how happy that I am for you to join us.
I'm glad I'm here too.
Hey, Panda, is that just the helmet, or is that the one with the game that came with the game? The Halo.
Oh, my Master Chief head. No, Michael got me that for I think my birthday or Christmas or something.
Wasn't there one that came with like the game and like all of that stuff?
No, that one didn't come with the game. Hi, Vicky. No, that one didn't come with the game. You just got me that.
I got him that for our anniversary 2 years ago.
Oh, right on.
The anniversary? Okay.
Oh,
wait. Hold on. I'll put it on. There you go.
It actually fits?
Yeah, it fits my bigger head. It fits my dome. It even got lights. Wait.
I think we took the batteries out.
Oh, you're probably right. There you go.
Oh, holy moly, that actually fits. That is so cool.
Spartan 117 reporting for duty, sir. I love this thing, man. This thing's great. It's awesome.
Well, no, seriously though, I'm very honored that you unmasked for us today.
Just for you.
Well, it was not lost on me. It is appreciated, and the fact that you are willing to join in with the group, and that you went that step further. And
Oh my God, you see my bald head. Oh no.
you're preaching to the choir, dude. We all got baldness going on here. Seriously, it's like, what do you call that? That's my beacon.
come on.
That's my airplane beacon. Come on. And
Well, I'm
wait,
glad. I
take off
appreciate the
that.
invitation.
I'm sorry,
Huh?
take off the hat for just a second.
Take off my. I gotta get a haircut. I'm all throwy. I'm all
Dude,
throwed out.
dude, you have more hair than the three of us on all.
There
So
you go.
so here's what you need to do. All right. I'm giving you very simple instructions. Shut up.
Yes, sir. Having
many times I
flashbacks to
have
the
said
military. I know, actually having flashbacks to this morning.
Tiger, Tiger, I shaved my head because I am a low maintenance spider. You shave your head, you're good for several months, then you
Oh
just
my
shave
gosh,
it again.
yes. And it's so much
I
cheaper.
can't pull it. I can't pull it off. I can't pull it off. I look strange. I look strange.
Strange or stranger?
Stranger.
Ooh.
Oh, no, seriously. It's just, it's
Well,
so easy.
what was funny is we were driving home. We were on our way home, and that's when you took the head off, like
It was
and
so hot in there.
and Rebecca's driving, right. Let me see. And she's like swerving down the road. Let me see how this is going up.
Hi, Rebecca. I
You
love
almost caused a
you.
car accident, man.
This morning,
Yeah,
we were out there.
when you're good, you're good. What can you say?
Yeah.
Before he goes to work, we'll chat for about 10-15 minutes, and we're outside because he's got to go to work anyway, and he's like nervous, and I was like, "Do you want me to come on?" Because I was hurting,
Yes.
it really bad, and I wasn't planning on it, just because I'm hurting. But anyway, he's like, "I'd feel so much better if you did." I'm like, "Okay, now are you
I
going to
was
show your face?"
terrified.
I was like, that is up
Aw.
to you if you want to show your face or not. He goes, well,
Of
I was thinking
course.
about holding it off until you have your big celebration. And I'm like, well, does it really matter? And then when he got home, we talked about it. And, he's like, are you sure? You sure? I was like, it's up to you. It's not my face.
My face. You do what you want.
Well, like I said, as long as you are comfortable with it, I'm delighted to have you however which way I can have you on here. And the fact that you did that, like I said, I thank you.
I
And
appreciate the invite. Amber, I tried getting the color out, to be honest. I tried that just for men at
And
one
it did
point.
nothing but make the gray grayer.
Yeah, it made the gray grayer and the black blacker. It didn't do
no,
anything.
it's a mark
It
of
didn't do nothing.
distinguishment. It's distinguished, You
I'm
are like the
like
Jose
a
Cuervo dude.
cheese. I'm like a cheese guy.
No, you're like the Jose
Cheese.
Cuervo dude. You're like the most fascinating man.
Oh, hey, Missy. Hello, abuela. ¿Cómo estás? Happy Friday, abuela.
Did I or did I not tell you that you would be in good company?
Yes. Well, you guys are all good company. You guys are all good
Well,
company.
yeah, and the chat is awesome company. We all love you.
Oh, I love
Yes.
And for
them
those of
too.
you,
But
for those of you,
you're always in everybody. You always bounce around to everybody's lives. If you in like mine and like Craig's,
He's everywhere.
you're everywhere.
yeah,
I get around.
yes, I've seen the bathroom wall scribblings. We know.
For a good live, call 1-800-PANDA.
But
all I
no,
got.
seriously though, because in my gaming channel, you are the one that writes the most consistently in the comments section. You are always in the chat whenever I do a stream. You're super supportive. You're really friendly. You're funny. You're courteous. You're like an awesome chat comment
Oh,
cheerleader.
y'all are gonna
You
make me
are.
all blushy. I gotta put my hat back on. It's so
No,
blushy.
you'll melt underneath that.
You're making me blush.
So, and he's always great
Or
because
it
like
could be the booze. It could
he
be the
comes
No,
booze.
home,
seriously.
he'll come home
You're
from work,
always on
and
your game. You're always great.
like when he comes home from work, he'll take a shower. Then after he's dressed and everything, he'll sit at his computer, pull up all these lives, get them replaying.
I gotta get my replay action going for all my peeps.
He does the replays on the lives. He'll do the replay. He'll watch the videos. That if somebody put out a video like your gaming stuff, he's consistent on that big time.
Yes, I give you total
Well,
credit for that.
we all gotta support each other legitimately, you know. I mean, as big as the community is, it really is small. I'm not as big a yarn person as the rest of you guys. I'm super casual when it comes to the yarn stuff. But basically, all the stuff I know, I learned pretty much, with Michael or watching Michael's videos and stuff. So I just kind of do that whole thing. So it's cool to see everybody, making all the cool stuff and learning things here and there and seeing all the awesome creative things that people have been putting out and showing. And it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time, and a lot of people really don't appreciate how much time and effort it goes into making these things. And then not to mention just coming up with your own original ideas. So I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like, even though I'm not super big on the whole yard, like I like it, but like this is like what you guys do. This is your thing. So I mean, it's really cool to see, all the creativity and all the time spent, and everybody talking and being. It's great. It's really cool. When people are doing it legitimately. Like I love it. I love it. It's great.
How about
Especially
this?
since I don't really go out and talk to a whole lot. Like most, I'm not really
We're
go
homebodies.
out. Yeah, I don't. The older I get, the less I like going out. So this is nice.
Well, and he understands the struggle too with like us creators. He understands, like especially for me and you,
Yeah, it
Craig.
doesn't
Like
necessarily just have to be the yarn thing. Like
you
creators
know
in general, there's a lot that goes into it.
he understands with being a tutorial channel the constant work it is, how we're constantly have to keep going, and I'll shut the door in here and turn on the lights and I get to filming, and that'll be
Yeah,
days.
he feeds me, boozes me up, and then he disappears.
He throws a box of Pop Tarts at you, says "Fend for yourself," and goes the
Yes,
other way.
dude.
But
Don't hate Pop Tarts. Pop Tarts are great. I almost said Pop Farts. Pop Tarts are great.
But he understands, just like for our aspect of being a tutorial channel is how much work goes into it. So he gets an idea of overall how much work that it takes to just do a channel in general.
exactly, and
you
also
don't
you
you
have your
don't
own channel.
crochet illegitimately. Silly
Well,
Well,
Rose.
so Panda,
as soon as I hit my button to, to come on, like be a channel, I right off the bat it was like, man, I give all these guys props because this isn't just like, you know, their work
it's an
is
investment.
it's work, it's hard,
Yeah,
and then
It
and
is.
especially like you and Michael, you guys work even harder because you're doing the tutorials. I'm just getting on and being crazy, and but you guys are
Yeah, like Craig and Michael, like the tutorial thing. Like a lot of people don't understand how much time just goes into creating
A 15
the
minute video.
idea. Well, I mean, you got to start with creating the idea in your brain. You get it all worked out. Then once
Mhm.
you get it all worked out, you got to actually work it out to see if it works. If it works, great. If not, then you got to hit the drawing board again. So then there's
yep.
that. Then you got to take into the account how much time it goes into actually filming. Then there's the editing part. Then there's reviewing the part. Then there's a lot
Mhm.
to it that people try. I'm just, oh, good night, Ricky, hugs,
Good
sleep
night.
tight,
Good
rest
night,
well.
Ricky.
Well, yeah,
Dream of me, baby.
the pinwheel mosaic, I was going in a completely different direction with it at first, and then I must have ripped it out at least a half a dozen to a dozen times. And I'm like, this is not working. This is not working. Meh. And then finally, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. But if I do this and this and this, it works. Because originally I was inspired to do something based off of the Every Which Way, the Which Way Filet blanket. I was inspired by that. And then I took it in a different direction, and I ended up with the pinwheel mosaic blanket, and I'm happy with it. It just took a lot of work. But what I was going to say before is, okay, fine. So you don't have a crochet or Tunisian or like you don't have a yarny channel, but I will say this: you are yarny adjacent. Okay.
Johnny adjacent.
Yes, yarny adjacent, because you know the process, you know how to do the work, you do the work on your own, but you know what goes into it. So you're like yarn adjacent. So don't sell yourself short. You understand what goes into it because you have done it yourself, you know? So you are yarn friendly, yarn family, as far as I'm concerned, you know.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, it's meant as a compliment, so go with it. And
Well, he's
on
seen
the
me
one
film
hand,
a stitch tutorial that's not even, doesn't even take the stitch tutorial filming itself from start to finish, filming wise, is maybe 15 minutes, or not even, well, a little bit longer than that, because then you got to edit and get it down. And then he sees me, that swatch literally from start to end, from filming and editing and getting it out, 8 hours.
Yep.
Easy.
And if it's a whole project, it could take you anywhere from 8 days to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Depending upon the magnitude of it. So yeah, no, I mean, we get it. And that's just how it is. But I will, I will give you a sneak peek for tomorrow.
Hold on, I have to move this. I don't know how to. Nope, that's not where it goes.
I wouldn't touch anything because you're gonna shut it off.
You're not the boss of me. I do what I want.
I know how you are.
Yeah, I'll just wait till it pops up on the YouTube.
So I was fiddling with something, and so this is going to be the tutorial for tomorrow. Now, this may look like a typical granny square piece where you have all of your granny squares all joined together. This was all done with one strand of yarn.
I was gonna say that looks like it looks like it doesn't look like a normal granny square.
Well, nothing with me is normal, but no, this
pretty.
entire piece, even though it's a 4x4 as far as granny squares, this was all done with one strand of yarn in the continuous join as you go method. Now this, because it is a variegated yarn, you can actually see where the color does like a little bit of weirdness.
Yeah, but that kind of also
that adds to it though. That definitely adds to it.
If you do it in a solid color.
Crochet. Oh, I love it. I love that movie.
It looks exactly like a normal join is like a normal granny square piece, and this was all done with one strand of yarn. So you can just keep going.
Yeah, that's really nice looking. That's so pretty.
Thank you. Wow. And then so instead of having to do all those crazy ends to sew in, you just need to sew in 2.
Nice.
So it's really, really easy. Did I see that Spring is in here?
Yes.
Hello, Spring. Hope you're doing well. Missed you. And so, yeah, that's the tutorial for tomorrow. I mean, it's really, really easy, especially if you're familiar with the granny square. It's just the way that it forms. That's why I did a 2-parter, because the first tier of squares I did as one part, and then the second tier I did as the second part, because I like to be thorough. And so, yeah, it takes a while. It's not hard or difficult, but it is a little time consuming. So you understand what goes into it.
Yeah. Well, I got to finish the Rwana filming it. It's almost, I'd say it's about 85% done. And then I got to do the stitch tutorial, and then I have a shawl I need to film. I've already got the prototype done. It worked up great. So now to take it from a 3-weight to a 2-weight, so I can give yardage for both, since a lot of people like to use that. I'm F using fingerling or one way. I will not use that. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
Yesterday was the first time well, not the first time I messed with faux fur, but I remembered why I never messed with it again, because I put faux fur trim on the Rwanda here, and that stuff I hate it. And then somebody was like, in the live, when I was waiting to film, why don't you do that in Tunisian? No.
Oh, Marianne, hello, Marianne. Yeah, you get to see this thing. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Tunisian and faux fur. Tunisian and faux fur would be a nightmare.
I could barely do single crochets in that.
Yeah, like I could only see doing faux fur with knitting because you're actually holding the stitches, so you can kind of see where you have to go in.
Yeah, but it's still a mess.
Yeah, it is. No eyelash yarn, faux fur, boucle, chenille.
And then I gotta get on the ball and film my dementia pattern that I want to have come out on the 1st.
I told Michael I wanted to do something but in like the little itty bitty little baby itty bitty teeny tiny yarns. It would take me like 10 years to do anything.
You mean micro crochet will take you a long time.
Crochet thread, yes.
Yeah.
And crochet thread.
Well, actually, if you ever do thread crochet, I would recommend actually doing something with pineapple stitches, because you're working into stitch spaces, not into actual stitches most of the time. So it's a lot faster and a lot easier, because to get into actual stitches with thread that is that fine, you will drive yourself crazy.
I just recommend not doing it.
Well, I don't know a lot of regular crochet. Like I can do like a regular, double crochet or like simple stitch, single crochet, just a regular back and forth kind of thing. Nothing real crazy. I just barely started. Abuela, sleep tight, have sweet dreams. But I don't really know a whole lot about regular crochet. So like I can do like the normal regular single crochet or like double crochet blankets or stuff. I just barely started like trying to get into some of the amigurumi stuff. I'm trying to make some stuff for my niece, and so trying to learn how to read some of the patterns and stuff. I find regular crochet to be a lot more difficult than Tunisian. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of having to flip everything and then go the other way. I don't know why. It bugs me.
Well, let me give you a recommendation then. A great place to work with would be anything involving the granny, because it's very easy to work up.
I can do a granny square. I can do a granny square.
Also, corner to corner. Corner to corner also works up really fast. It's very, very easy. You're working into stitch spaces instead of actual stitches. So again, it works up nice and quick. So corner to corner work. See, there you go. There you go.
And this is from the guy who literally watched my tutorial and wrote up my Ireland blanket pattern. I didn't write it up. He did.
I just hope people can understand it. I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing it 100% correctly. I'm still learning. Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta get a refill. I'm thirsty. I'm listening though. I could hear.
We can hear you.
Oh, you're gonna hear me pouring me some Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Barb, I tried doing some tatting for a little bit, as far as, well, thread tatting. I tried doing that a little bit. It's something I'm very much interested in, but I really didn't get very far with that. But I think I've seen Spring do some of that stuff, the tatting. Right now the only tatting I'm interested in is the ink kind.
Right. I want to get another one so bad. Oh my god, I want another one.
I mean, mine right now is not even healed yet, and I'm already thinking about my next one.
Oh man, it came out really good.
Thank you.
It really did, and they are addictive.
Yes, they really, really are.
because I was thinking, about getting more Celtic stuff down this arm, so that like the arm has like a cohesive theme to it. But one thing I will not do, I won't go past the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go past the wrist, and I'm not going to go like beyond the neckline. And nothing on the neck, nothing on the face, nothing on the hands, so that if needs be, like I can cover up whatever it is with a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah,
Well,
all
yeah.
mine are covered, and you can't really see them unless
Exactly.
like it was shorts or something.
I was always taught if you're gonna, it's the whole military thing. If you're gonna get tattoos, you keep them in what they call the professional zone, which is above your sleeves, where nobody can see it. And that's where I get my I've got one of my I got one in my lower back, and then I have the one on my chest, and then one on my ankle, and one on my calf.
You got a tramp stamp?
Yes, I do.
He legit does. He legit does. Oh my god, it's great.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna ask what it is.
I got it at 24.
Enough said. I'm not gonna ask what it is.
Oh, that's a little.
I
too
like
long.
it. I like it. I'm not complaining. It's a nice reminder.
I'll text you later.
Yeah, it's more of a Craig after dark discussion.
Say no more. Oh, man.
Literally, say no more.
Well, did you ever see the Laverne and Shirley episode where Laverne and Shirley, they dress up as guys, they try to go into a men's restroom to get their number off the bathroom wall, and there's oh yeah, Vicky, I did. I'll show it again. So they go into
totally Ooh la la.
I'm so happy with
That came
it.
out good.
It came out so good. I'm super impressed. It came out. Whoever did it did really good.
And also, it was very, very reasonably priced. And
Even better.
I'm not gonna say how much, because I don't know if they would want me to, share that information. But it was so reasonably priced, and he was so accommodating that I tipped him 50% because I'm like, no, you deserve it.
Yeah, the shading is beautiful. Like the shadow work too. Like it's great. It's really nice. He did really good.
I was really happy with it.
It looks
The
really
shading
good.
is
I like
gorgeous.
Thank you. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so Laverne and Shirley, they go into a men's room to wipe off their name off of a bathroom wall, and this guy is talking about his most recent exploits. Thank you for Be Forever Creative. This guy's talking about his exploits with a girl, and Laverne and Shirley, they're like, say no more, ho ho. And he keeps going, and they're like, say no more, and he keeps going, and they're like, say no more, god damn it, just stop. Thank you, Spring. So yeah, I definitely want to get more Celtic stuff. I have ideas. I was also thinking maybe about sashiko. A sashiko pattern, which is it's a form of Japanese embroidery / mending, and there's some really, really cool designs that are used in sashiko that I was thinking about. But anything Celtic, knotwork type oriented, I'm totally down with.
Cool.
But I had other ideas like. This is tentative, but I was thinking about possibly getting like a literary inspired bunch of tattoos, like The Little Prince, The Wind in the Willows, Alice in Wonderland, Fahrenheit.
I love that idea.
Fahrenheit 451, 1984, Brave New World, Oliver Twist, Dracula, Frankenstein. Like classic literature type. Images, things of that sort. So like, for instance, you could have like Alice. What's the matter, Mike?
I just found Shashiko.
It is really pretty.
Ideas.
You guess? oh, wait, ideas or you guess?
Ideas.
Oh, what, for a tattoo?
No.
For a project?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. but if I got like an Alice in Wonderland tattoo, it would
Good
have to
night,
be
Lisa. Rest well.
Night Night. It would have to be from the original illustrations from the Tenniel drawings from the original text, not the Disneyfied version of it. That was sugar coated.
So it's kind of
So
like a mosaic piece, is what you're talking about?
perhaps something like that. Like you could have like Alice, and then like maybe Mr. Mole from The Wind in the Willows, and maybe the Little Prince. Although I'm kind of sullied on the idea of anything to do with the Little Prince because of the last boyfriend I had, because I told him how I was really into the Little Prince, and then he got me a stuffed animal fox, and he wrote something to the effect of, you're the only fox for me, and I'm the only guy for you, and it was really sweet.
That's cute.
And it showed up at my doorstep. It was totally unexpected, and I thought it was just really sweet.
That
and
is.
He turned out to be a complete douchebag, so I'm kind of soured on the idea.
Since I can't do the middle finger, we'll just do this one.
You're pointing at him.
No, I'm just. That's all I got.
Or like you could just get the numbers 451 for Fahrenheit 451.
Well, thank you, Carson.
Or for 1984, it could just be like the big brother is watching you kind of thing, like the eyes kind of thing.
That sounds really cool. That's a wonderful idea.
Carson. I agree with Carson. Yeah, I agree. Because the panda heads, those are panda heads, right?
Those are panda heads.
They are panda heads.
They loaded in slow, so all I saw was the W and the F. I didn't see the panda heads. I'm like, is there supposed to be a T in between there? So I was thinking, some sort of like literary theme, maybe on one of my legs, perhaps. I don't know yet. I mean, part of me thought
I'm dying
really
to get another one.
There's this one illustration in Alice in Wonderland. It's the Mad Tea Party, where you have Alice in a chair, and then you've got the March Hare, the Mad Hatter, and the Dormouse, and they're all at a long table. I mean, that I kind of want to get tattooed on my back, but nobody is ever going to see it. So I figure it's kind of a waste, Another idea was
not necessarily. I mean, you don't do artwork for yourself.
Nobody is ever going to see it. Or Yggdrasil. It's the Celtic Tree of Life, where it's a circular format, and you've got the trunk in the middle, the branches coming out, and then it goes down into the roots.
That sounds nice.
Oh, it's
that sounds really, really nice.
It's so iconic, and it's got a lot of Celtic things going on, and it's gorgeous. So get that right in between my shoulder blades on my back, and again, nobody's gonna see it.
Yeah, but you don't do the artwork for everybody else. You do it for you.
Well, yeah, but if I can't see it, it's really not for me.
Well, you can look in the mirror.
I'll give myself whiplash.
Yeah, I got 5, and they're all covered up. And the first one I ever got was on my chest. I got it right at a boot camp, and it's so stupid. It's so dumb. So okay, story time.
Yes.
So when I was a kid in high school, me and this group of other kids, we started our own gang. And we all had these little names. So like they had the twins.
Wait. Was the gang the Pink Panthers?
I don't even remember the name of the gang, to be honest. Like I don't even remember, but it was so stupid. So we had these set of twins, and they were Strawberry and Shortcake. And then we had Smokey, and we had Smokey, Stony. We had all kinds of stupid gang names, and Mine happened to be romance, and so I went and got this heart. Oh my god, with like little devil horns and little devil tail, a little banner that had romance. But the jerk face in Chicago that did the tattoo misspelled romance. So he didn't put the E in there. So we had to stick an E in in there. And it was just like or not the E, the C, sorry. And just it's just horrible. And then instead of it just being a red heart, he like painted it all these real weird kind of crazy like rainbow colors. And he's like, yeah, that's some beautiful shading, bro. This is amazing tattoo. I was like, yeah, this is great. Like 5 years later, I was like, I barely noticed the misspelled romance. Like it was so bad. It's so bad. So that was my very, very first tattoo ever.
There are worse things.
My son's
That is true.
my oldest son has them enough for the rest of the whole family.
Nice.
And the same thing after he got out of boot camp, he went right before he went to his first duty station thing. He went to go get a tattoo. As soon as he got posted, he got there and went out and got a tattoo. And he texts me. He says, "Dad," and it wasn't even him that texted me. It was his friend, and he's laying on this tattoo table with his arm out, and he's like, and they're tattooing the underside of his arm.
Oh gosh!
no.
Oh, I can't. I poked myself once there with a pin just to see if I can do it. No,
he got it right along the inside of his arm, and he's like,
a strong man. Strong man.
See, that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
that guy.
Part of me wants to get, like I said, more done on this arm, but I'm debating. It's like, okay, I was thinking about maybe getting like a band, which means I would have to go on the inside of the arm, which I heard is a lot more painful.
Yes. It's one of the most painful parts.
Have you ever seen these quote unquote buff guys that get the armbands and then they lift up their arms and it's not completely
I would be one of those guys. I would totally be one of those.
It's not completed because it is very sensitive.
You know, it's like where the spray tan didn't get there. It's like, oh, I mean, I got ideas of things that I want to do, you know, and that's one of them. But
my first tattoo, I didn't get until 6 years in the military. I was 23, 24 when I first got my first tattoo, and I was on the ankle, and then I got the tramp stamp.
Oh yeah, I went with you for that one. We have the same one.
Yeah, just colors are reversed.
Yeah.
And then I got my Star Trek one a couple of years ago for my birthday. But before that, I got the calf one, and he got one on his calf, and then his mom got one on the ankle. My mom got one on the ankle.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's never gonna get one.
His mom bit me. She was trying. She was like, "It hurts," and she was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Stop it!"
I mean,
that was a good day. That was a good day.
I showed a picture of what I got to my mom, and she's like, "Oh, they did a really nice job." And I was so happy that she wasn't like, you know, holding her nose at it, like, "Oh God, why did you do that?" I mean, it's not something that she would ever do, but she respects that it's my decision, and I'm being, you know, reasonable about it. You know, I'm not like getting, you know, stuff tattooed all over my face or on my hands or anything like that. Like, no, you wouldn't know it if I didn't tell you, kind of thing.
Yeah. I knew a Marine. He had the 4-letter, you know, F.
Hang on. Wait. I'm blowing up. How do I blow you up? Maximize. Yes.
Whoa, it's not the right platform for that.
Yeah.
I can't see this thing.
Yeah,
I gotta wait until it comes
blow
on
it up a little.
YouTube.
Blow it up a bit.
Yeah, that's my son's sleeve.
Oh, I love that, dude. That is sexy. Really nice work. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, he was stationed in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's beautiful work. Wow.
At Schofield Barracks. and he got it done while he was there.
I knew this
Yeah,
Marine.
that-
He had the FU, but actually spelled out on his hand here because that's how we saluted. But it was on this one, and he saluted to the officers. So what do they see? Every time he saluted.
Wow.
That's great. That's too funny.
I think that would be the definition of something compliance, like disobedient compliance or something like that. What you know what I'm talking about?
Well, at the time, he couldn't get in trouble because there really was no regulations about tattoos. Just no hateful, no gang affiliation.
Malicious
stuff.
compliance, I think, is what it's called.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And no racist type stuff.
All right, you know what time it is?
The only thing it is.
Oh, I'm too old for this, yo.
But yeah, he every time. And we worked at a hospital, so there was a lot of officers. So it was always boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't know how you're not getting in trouble.
The second tattoo I ever got was like right outside of Camp Lejeune at a biker shop, at a motorcycle shop. He took me in the back and tattooed my arm. He had like autoclave and everything. It was great.
Oh, it's when you got that tiger.
Yeah, the tiger. I want to get another one so bad.
Carson wants to know, Matt, if it was a gun or a tap.
That I'm not sure.
That's a good question.
Because if it was done in Hawaii, it could have been done as a
I'll have
tap.
to ask him because I'm not sure which one it was.
Because if it was done with tap, that would have taken forever.
Mm-hmm.
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 But I heard a hell of a lot more too.
I have watched a lot of the videos where people get those traditional tattoos. They're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But my gosh, to do 4 inches by 4 inches takes 5 hours. I could only imagine these people getting these elaborate works done and how long it takes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there's just no, I can't know.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. I mean, I'm good with a gun, as long as it's not like, like a prison gun where it's like a Sharpie marker and a toothbrush that's been bent.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised, man. Those the prison tattoo guns, they're pretty on point, man. They're pretty on point.
Emphasis on point.
He used to work at a prison. They literally would take apart their like radios and turn their beds into grills.
Oh yeah. That was crazy. They would do their own barbecues inside their own cells on their bed. It was crazy.
Whole new meaning for death row. It's like, who's that? Oh, he was on his way out anyway.
Right.
Oh. But I'm
you should definitely ask your son if it was the tap or the gun, because man, if it was tap, freaking fist bumps to that dude. Like, holy crap.
Oh man.
Can't imagine.
And then they take that in order to do it, they gotta have so many hours with practicing, and a lot of the time just practicing.
Yes.
Pictures.
Dodo. I'm sorry. Yes, Dodo. Yes, I saw something on YouTube about that. That looks absolutely crazy. Just branding in general. Like, no, not gonna happen. I'm not that guy.
No.
Not that guy.
Nope.
Oh, there was one that they call it, what the heck did they call it? It was from a movie. But what they do is they take like big stainless steel like shark hooks, like fishing hooks, and they'll like put them down your like side and down your leg, and then suspend you.
Oh yeah, that's meditation.
That's
a meditation thing.
By the
And some of they put the hooks, like they put the hooks, like they skewer you. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're watching or where you're hanging, Matt, but No,
Hey, you know?
no, no.
See, hanging out here is better than hanging out from the ceiling like that. No, I mean I know
Next
of
live,
that,
Matt is gonna
but
be like hanging. What's up, everybody?
They
it's
had,
like who
they had,
wants to Hellraiser with me? No, we're not going to play Cenobites.
Yes.
No, we are not
Yes.
having a
they had one
Cenobite
that
I
was,
chat here.
absolutely love that reference, dude. Oh my god, best reference ever.
It's
they
like
had,
that cube. Oh,
That
it was
sounds
crazy.
great.
It was a documentary on like people, and it had like the branding and
Hmm.
the cutting. There's one where they like
The
actually,
scar, yeah, they do like
there's, there's,
scarring to tattoos.
yeah,
right. Well, there's another one. It's
it's like no.
well, there's another one. It's called
Hi,
skin
Steve's
braiding.
girl.
There's a thing called skin braiding. This was a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing, but this was a
Skin
thing a
braiding.
long time ago, where they would just cut like the top dermis of the skin into like say 3 strips, and then they would peel that up and then braid it and then pop it back down.
Didn't they
No,
used to do that as torture way back when?
No.
so
I
you
don't
like
like
braid,
this. I don't
you'd
like
like
this. I need an adult.
braid the skin and then pop it back down and then hope it healed right. I would never do that.
Oh, yeah, no. So another weird thing.
What did you do?
What is wrong with your finger? Did Paco eat it?
Paco was hungry.
Paco bit off your finger.
How'd you?
That's like my arms.
wow.
I got my left arm is shorter than my right arm.
Yeah, it was.
What happened?
Speaking of taking skin off and braiding it and putting it back on,
That's crazy.
Wow.
I remember
it was
whenever
a door opener.
when Michael got the tattoo on his calf, we went and got them together. So he's got one on his calf and I've got mine, and mine's a little I wanted to get a panda, but he's like, you're not getting some cartoony, cutesy little panda. I was like, all right, cool. So I got a tribal panda, and around the edges it says brother, lover, son, friend around the edges.
That's cool. Either that or you'd look like a Grateful Dead fan.
Right. I love it.
Of the pandas.
Pandas are my thing. I don't know why. I'm not even Chinese.
Piercings and tattoos, that's enough for me,
Right.
Anything beyond that as far as body modification, not
I got
really.
So TMI probably, but I got years and years ago when I was at Cap Lejeune, I got my nipples pierced, and so I had them for a little bit, and then when I left Camp Lejeune and went back to Connecticut, and I had a chest infection, and I had to take them out, and they closed, and I was like, I'm not doing this again.
I had my
Once was enough.
I was stationed at Camp Lejeune, and it was like 99. I had my tongue pierced. And
Actually, I'm sorry. Somebody, Infinity Nessa says there was a story about a German cannibal from the 2000s. Yes, I do recall him.
I don't remember anything about that.
Yeah.
I was too busy drinking and partying it up.
I don't recall his name, but yeah, he actually put out a personal ad for somebody. He's like, yeah, do you want to be cannibalized? Answer
I
this
remember
ad.
the documentary on that.
And somebody said, yeah, sure. So they were trying to determine whether or not it was murder because the guy was doing it voluntarily. So
what?
Yeah.
Are you serious, dude? That's insane.
Yeah,
he's like, so crazy.
Okay.
That's yeah.
That was a one-time dinner date,
Literally.
I need to talk to your manager. This food is cold.
Keontae was have the beans.
I said I wanted medium rare.
Yeah. What was that movie? Not from Red Dragon. I almost said Dances with Wolves. Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs. There you go. That's what I was trying to
remember. Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Beans and a nice Chianti.
I love it. Speaking of Chianti, no, not really.
But scarier than that, actually, it was when he was like saying, Yes, you wear Avion skin cream, but not today.
Hi,
Like the fact that
Carmen.
like
Welcome in.
he knew like everything just by looking at her and just by like smelling briefly. You know, sometimes you wear lait du temps, but not today. You know, it's just like he knows too
It
much.
puts the lotion on
Yeah.
the skin or it gets the hose again.
It does it whenever it's cold. But the worst is when if you do that same speech as Cartman, it puts the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's cold.
Yes.
Precious, truly precious. It just sounds
Yes,
so
Nana.
wrong.
Put the
It puts
lotion in the
lotion
basket.
on its skin, or it gets the hose again.
I think this live is getting a little creepy.
Well, you know,
It feels kind of creepy from the start. Like,
we're we're kooky,
Yes,
but
Amber. Yes, facts. For real, for real. Oh
we
no! Hold on, I gotta go. I gotta get a battery. I'll be right back.
okay. But
His
no,
phone started, I think.
we're kooky, but we're innocuous. You
I'm
know,
gonna help him real quick.
okie dokie. Excuse me. I can't believe it. We've been on for like 2 hours. Hello, Jeannie. Excuse me. It's the one thing about drinking water kefir is that yes, it does make me a little gassy, a little burpy. But you know, we go all over the place with conversation here on the stream. You know, sometimes movies, sometimes body modification. You know,
hey,
books,
you know,
crocheting.
we got it covered.
You know, books, crocheting, knitting, sewing. You know, arts and crafts. You know, with yarn and skin. You know, we talk about all sorts of things.
That just gave me the like braiding. Oh, boo.
Well, I heard it was a thing. I never actually saw it done, but I did see actually embroidery with needle and thread on a person. Yes. You know, like going through the skin with a needle and thread and embroidering like a design, like just underneath the skin.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've got a pretty good tolerance to pain, but ow.
I would just see there would be like way too much chance of like a problem with like
A
infection or something like
serious
that.
infection.
Like, could you imagine getting snagged on something? Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, I've had like fish hooks and stuff, like through my arm, like you know, from fishing it, and it's like,
Yeah, see,
oh,
Sam's seen
you
it,
ain't,
you know. They also have those.
you ain't sewing something into me like that. No.
They have tattoos where it actually looks like one of those embroidered patches, but it's a tattoo, but it looks like an embroidered patch. I mean, when
Don't
they're
judge
fresh
me. You don't
and
know my life.
when they're fresh and new, those tattoos look cool. But I think that they're a little too fad and kitschy, so I'm not going to go that route. And we hear you. We hear you.
I'm sorry.
What are you whispering?
Like I said, I'm just lucky.
I'm trying to be quiet.
What are you doing, Panda?
He's being weird.
I mean, I was lucky I didn't get a tattoo when I wanted one because it would be all bad. Because I know what I wanted, and it was like, now it just would look crazy.
What, the M and the M?
No, I wanted on my forearm. I wanted on my forearm
There you
the
go.
Iron Maiden mascot.
Which is what?
It's here. Let me.
All good, Panda?
Yeah, I'm good now. Sorry for being all creepy, sneaky, whispering. I'm
Hey,
trying not to be
fine.
so loud. That, you know. Yeah, that is true. Net and crochet tiger.
Basically, I wanted that on my forearm.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I mean, with the exception of the Confederate flag,
It's not a Confederate flag.
That's not the Confederate flag, no.
It's
it's
a
not.
British. It's a
Yeah,
British
it's
flag.
the British flag.
It's a Union Jack.
Yeah,
Okay.
At least I think it's the British flag.
It's a British flag.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It looks bigger on the YouTube.
It's not a. It's
Oh well, thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah.
I
See.
think the panda head is cuter.
the
I
panda head
love
is
that. That would have
cute,
been
but
cool.
the panda head is cute, but it doesn't do you justice.
Oh.
Besides, you did humor us and you tried, but you breathing is more important.
Oh my god, it was so hot in that thing. I was like, I should be all right. It should be fine. I got a little fan here. I got the ceiling fan going.
Famous
No,
last words.
no. I
No.
put it on and like less than 5 minutes in, my beard was all drippy. It was terrible. Absolutely
Oh,
horrible.
I've got a story about. Oh my gosh.
Did
When
your face get drippy too?
oh, when I was in high school, I worked for McDonald's,
Nice.
but I was the grimace.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
It
That's
was,
so
it was,
awesome.
I was the grimace in a parade.
Oh
I
wow.
love
So
that, dude. That is so
I
cool.
had the stupid grimace thing on, and it's the 4th of July parade,
Oh no.
That's hot.
Mm-mm.
and
In temperature, that's
I was on
really
the back
hot.
of a fire truck, so they were like going slow.
So
It's just like
slow.
I'm just
Yes,
like,
sugar. Yes.
and it's a big fur like thing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh,
Like man
it was
down.
horrible.
You could not get paid enough for that. Hey Russ. Hope you're doing well,
Hi,
Russ.
Russ.
That's
Happy
weird.
Friday.
Russ should still be at work. Hi. Hope
He
you're
might
doing
be
well.
popping in. He might be on a break. I hope your
Now
leg's feeling okay, Russ.
he's let's see, it'd be 9 o'clock. It's time 9 quarter.
Yeah.
Because he should be at work for another hour or two, I think. But no, hey, everybody's welcome here.
It's funny that you were talking about the grimace thing. Like years ago, I was in high school also, and I was working. It was in New Mexico, and I was working at a Pizza Hut. No, I'm sorry, a McDonald's. And I went and did. I was dressed up as Batman, and I got beat up by a bunch of kids. They're like, "You can't hit us!" And they started like kicking me and punching me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting beat up by like freaking 6 and 7 years old." Yeah, little jerks.
Yeah, it was for this.
Thank you for stopping in, Russ.
It was
I
for
hope the rest of your night goes smooth.
it was for this 4th of July thing, and there was the grimace, the Hamburglar,
Rabble, rabble.
the Big Mac guy, and there was one other one, and we were all dressed up, and they had the Ronald McDonald there, and we all it was horrible.
Well, Panda, the little kids, you said this was at McDonald's and you were dressed up as Batman?
Yeah, I was dressed up as Batman, and they were like, "You can't beat us!" And I was like, "Silence, children!" And they were like, "Get him!" And they started kicking my ass in the middle of McDonald's. It was not.
No, Panda, you know what you should have done? You should have been like, "Hey, kids, do you really want to know how chicken nuggets are made?"
Oh no, I can't ruin it for them. They're too young for that. That's like telling them Santa Claus isn't real.
No, you could have been like,
He's not.
He's
no, you
not.
could have been like,
What the hell? You just ruined it. What?
no, Panda, you missed that. You could have intimated that they were going into the fryer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not.
Yes. Yes. Oh man, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
See? I mean, I've got a very dark sense of humor. Everybody knows
I
this.
love it. So I almost got fired from a job for making a terrible. Hi, Melissa. For making a terrible joke. I thought it was hilarious. They didn't appreciate it so much. I was working at a hotel, and this lady came in. She was late. She didn't really. So I'm sorry, Sam. I didn't mean to
Michael's
spoil
dying.
it for you. And
Michael's dying.
So, he's dead. Is he? Oh, there you go. Touching stuff. I think I broke something. Uh-oh.
Quit touching
No, I'm
stuff.
good. You're not the boss of me. I'm an adult, kinda. And I forgot what I was talking about.
The hotel scene.
You said
Oh,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
almost got you fired.
That's right. So this lady came in. I was working at this hotel, and this lady came in, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm so late for my reservation. I've got a bunch of screaming kids in the car." And I said, "I heard if you shake them, they stop." And she's like, "Oh, I never." Yeah, so she wanted to talk to my manager and stuff, and yeah, I got in a lot of trouble for that joke.
Yeah, but you know what? You could have. When she said, seriously, when she said, "I never," you should have said, "Yeah, it shows, honey."
I know, I should have. I should have. Hi,
But see,
Rebecca. Happy Friday.
I've got a different sort of. I have a couple of choice things that I often say about unruly children. I mean, some, don't get me wrong, some kids are awesome. They're darling. And they don't even have to be like obedient and quiet. It's just, like respectably mannered. I'm not old school puritanical or anything. But there's a couple of things that I often say, one of which is when, like a bunch of like really obnoxious, loud, screaming, running around imps come in, like all my coworkers are like, "Oh God, Craig's gonna flip. Like he's not gonna handle this well." And I turn around, I'm like, no. Kids are awesome. Kids are absolutely awesome. Add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of paprika, $3.75 for 25 minutes. They're great.
That's
Or-
freaking hilarious. I love that. I love that.
Brutal.
Absolutely love that.
Or
Jen Snow and Girl Scouts aren't made of real Girl Scouts. I love
Yeah.
it. That's what was it? Wednesday, right?
exactly, first Addams Family movie.
Yes,
But the
I
other
love
one
that.
is I say, no, kids are great. Add a little bit of asphalt and they make awesome speed bumps.
That's great. I love that. I love the.
Yeah.
I know it sounds terrible, but I love the signs that say slow children at play. I'm like, well, they better speed it up and get out my way.
You get more points. But here's one that I do. Here's one that I do when the child and the parent are right in front of me, and the child is really acting up and being egregious. And I can tell that the parent is, like getting embarrassed, getting upset, and so forth, because they don't want to discipline the child because that could be taken the wrong way. And they want to say something, so it's a double-edged sword, it really is.
Yeah,
because discipline has
true.
so many levels to it, because there's spanking, then there's abuse. And there's such a fine line that so many parents, they just gave up on the idea. So I put my 2 cents in upon occasion when I can tell that
Good night, Amber. Fist bumps to the little ones. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Craig. Sorry.
That's okay. When I can tell that the parent is going to be on the same page as me, I say, listen, I'm looking at the kid when I say this, and I say, listen, my mom has an expression. She says to me, "I gave you life. I can take it back."
Yeah, my mom used to say, I brought you in, I'll take you out.
Exact same thing, right? And, and then the parent, 9 times out of 10, the parent's like, "Thank you," because they know where I'm coming from when I'm saying that. I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it like, be respectful.
Yes.
You don't have to kowtow and worship. No, just don't be a little jerk. Be nice.
Hey, Panda. You didn't get the chocolate, did you?
Oh, dude, the chancla, dude. That's oh my God, dude. I'm having PTSD right now, man. The chancla. Hold on. Wait.
There was this video on YouTube, and it's like this flooded like.
Is it the little lady on the dock with the freaking crocodile?
With the crocodile, and the crocodile turns around and swims away. She picks up the chocolate and like moves it around in the crocodile.
Yes. Dude, that's the best. That is the best. I love it. The power of the chancla is real.
You go into the Puerto Rican neighborhoods, and literally you see chanclas just flying.
Dude, they're like boomerangs.
They find, and you see kids running and chocolates behind them.
Dude, I swear people run faster in the little chancletas than anything. Like, for real. Man, my sister used to wear those little jelly beans, man, for like, oh my gosh, she would never take them off. She would shower in them, she would walk in them. My mom would be like, take those off. She's like, no. It's just like, what?
Do you mean the sandals that were made out of like a jelly plastic material?
Oh,
They were
I
like
remember
clear.
those.
Yes.
Clear
jelly.
jelly plastic. Yeah, those were
Mhm.
so hideous, and there's often glitter in them. They were just
Yes.
so
Oh my gosh.
gross.
She loved them though. She loved those. Oh my gosh, she loved those.
And today's version of those ugly shoes are called Crocs.
Yeah,
I know.
Crocs and
Crocs are
Uggs.
supposed, but they're supposed. Well, I don't know about the
See,
Uggs, but I know the
Crocs-
Crocs are supposed to be super comfortable.
But Crocs,
They
they
are.
literally were sold at the beginning when they first came out, exclusively in nursing and operating room stores. Then they got so
Yes, Marie.
popular because they were so comfortable for standing for 12 plus hours in the operating room. Plus, they were fluid resistant. You know, so they were.
I
great
want
for
a
the
pair,
operating
but I
room.
won't be caught dead wearing them. I'm
And
not.
the next
No.
thing you know, they're out in the mainstream.
Have you guys seen? They look like Mario boots. They look like cartoon boots. They're made out of like one piece of foam. You put your foot in, then you can never get your foot out again.
Steve's girl.
They're huge. They're like molded rubber
I don't think-
boots, like foam
I don't think
rubber.
I've seen those.
They
I
look
don't think I've seen
ridiculous.
that. What Nessa said? She said, "Yep" or laugh. Oh yeah, the belt. Oh my god, the belt. I remember I hid the belt in the stove once, and my mom started cooking dinner, and melted the belt, and I got the chancla for that.
See, you shouldn't have just not the belt, the chancla, the wooden spoon, the strap, the back scratcher. You should just put it all in the oven.
I got the wooden spoon until I was a teenager.
I never,
What-
my
what
mom.
would
We
the
never
Crocs
had
To let your
wooden.
dignity run out.
Yeah, we never had like the wooden spoons. My mom didn't believe in the wooden spoons or going to get a switch
Because you
or
couldn't use
anything.
it.
Now,
Yeah,
See,
yeah, she was so short.
I didn't get the switch. I got the wooden spoon. Oh my gosh.
I got you guys beat to an extent, sort of, in my own weird way. See, I was brought up old school Irish Roman Catholic, and so the wooden spoon, it was never used, but it was always threatened.
Oh
So,
no,
see,
I got whacked.
I grew up with
Oh,
psychological
Jen.
warfare. That's the thing. Yes, the moon boots, right? I know I grew up with psychological warfare. So it was always like this psychological paranoia that if I acted up, I was going to get the wooden spoon. I never did get the wooden spoon, but it's just the fear of God was put into you with that wooden spoon. It's like, I'm good.
Oh, I grew up in a Catholic Italian family, and the wooden spoon was actually, I caught it.
Yes, the bonbon, the fly swatter.
Oh my god, I'm having PTSD right now. I feel like my mom is gonna start screaming at me from down the hallway right now. Oh
And
my god.
There was like times when after we got older and my mom's swats didn't really do nothing and she could tell we were faking. We went over to my uncle's. And literally all it took was one swat from him and you learned your lesson. Because you had to lock your knees and grab your ankles.
Oh,
God. Well, that I've heard of that.
Dignity, goodbye.
I was over 21 when I heard that.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I should probably stop now.
yeah. See, now you're
Awkward.
So is this a new book that you're writing, Panda? 50 Shades of Red?
50
Right. For real. It's called 50 Shades of Gay.
Carmen, it was a wooden paddle.
Oh man.
And that's all it took.
I never got paddled.
When I was a teenager, I came home. I did something like stupid, and my mom grabbed because I saw she was cooking, and I said something to her, and she goes, she spun with the wooden spoon and caught me right here and snapped the spoon. And I'm looking at her, and she's holding this broken piece of spoon, and she's like, "You have to do that again."
And she thinks you just made her even more mad because your head broke the spoon.
Because I broke the
Exactly.
spoon.
That's
You
great.
broke
Now
her
she's gotta go out and buy a
weapon.
whole new wooden spoon.
So,
And she was
Oh,
standing
man.
there, and she's like, "Don't you do that again."
is that what you
With
got
this
her
little
for
piece of
Mother's
spoon.
Day?
It was
Did you
like,
get her a spoon for
Yes.
Mother's
gosh,
Day?
mom.
Oh
Oh,
man,
you
the
just
nostalgia going on. I love it. I
no,
love it.
seriously. You guys just gave me a great idea
Oh,
for
the
Mother's
soap in the
Day.
mouth thing. Oh,
For Mother's
sorry. Go
Day,
ahead.
I should get my mom a wooden spoon for Mother's
You
Day.
Frame
should.
it
You
and frame
should.
it.
Because I'm sure she's ready to smack you a little bit.
A great
I mean
gag
it. I mean
gift.
it with love. I mean it. I mean it with
Yes.
love.
And you frame it with a little little glass thing, little hammer.
In case of
In case of
emergency.
emergencies, yeah. She would love that. She would
Yeah.
love that.
But no, seriously, the tables have totally turned because she's the one who goes out and about gallivanting with her friends all hours. You know, I'm the one who
Going
stays
to
home.
Ireland by herself.
Well, no,
I bet
she's with
she
a friend
found
of
a nice
hers.
little. Well, I bet they went to some Irish bars, talked to some nice Irishmen.
Well, she sent me a picture of a sheep with a really crazy
I
haircut. You
saw
saw it,
that.
Michael.
Was he
And
in the
she's like,
bar too? No,
no,
I'm just
she's
kidding.
like, would you like me to send him home for you? And I'm like, yes, please.
Oh, cool. Did she bring you any yarn?
I don't think she did. She didn't
Oh,
intimate.
bummer.
Yeah,
Oh, bummer.
she
Way
did
to
not
go,
intimate.
mom. I'm
But
just
no,
kidding.
seriously, when she's home and everything like that, no, she hangs out with her friends all crazy hours. She's always having social engagements. And then
Good.
what
Good
I
for
do,
her.
but what I do is I sit in the kitchen with the lights off.
Like she did too.
Because that's not creepy.
And then when she comes in, I turn the lights on. I'm like, do you have any idea what time it is? You couldn't have called. You couldn't have texted. You could have been in a ditch somewhere. You have a phone. You could have called. You could have said that you were running late. You could have let me know. You could have been dead. You know, like, oh, I lay it on thick. And then I tell her, okay, no sock hop for you this Friday. You cannot see Jimmy Dean on, at the malt shop on Friday.
Do you ground your mom? You totally ground your mom.
In words only. She doesn't take me seriously.
Well, she totally shouldn't. She totally shouldn't.
No.
No, I'm
But
just
I mean,
kidding.
it's just my way of sort of turning the tables. Like, who's the juvenile delinquent? Oh, I call her a geriatric delinquent.
Oh, Craig. I love it. I love it.
And I'm easily like a head taller than her. And so I say that she's my personal chin rest.
Oh, I love that. That's
She
so
hates it. She
adorable.
hates it.
Why? I love it. Unless I'm not thinking correctly, because I mean this glass is empty.
Again.
Well, that and the
Don't
other
we
thing is
need again?
I always tell her to act her age, not her height.
Is she short? Is she short?
Yeah.
How tall is your mom? Like 5'2"?
Well, I mean, I'm about 5'8", 5'9", and like I can rest my
That's
chin on the top
average.
of her head. But I can
Okay,
rest
so
my
we'll
chin
say
on the
like
top of her head.
5'4".
She's
Like
a
5'4" then.
shorty. She's a shorty. But she makes up for it with her chutzpah.
Her chutzpah, I love it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time. Oh, the last time I heard that, I was in Connecticut. Holy crap, dude!
How about
Wow.
Moxie? What about Moxie?
I've heard Moxie recently. Yeah, that's funny. I actually there's a little old lady at work, and she that what?
Does she have chanclas?
No, she didn't have chanclas. No, there's no chanclas. Those are reserved. Those are reserved for Spanish mamas. No, not really. Otherwise, it's like sandals. I'm gonna give you the sandal. It's 5'1" and
It doesn't sound as
vicious.
vicious. I'm gonna give you the chancla.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
It
well
doesn't
for
sound as menacing.
I know. Well, for us, it was like freaking life or death.
Well, see, that's one nice thing though, because since she is so short, like I get control over all of the really high shelves in the kitchen, all those the tall cabinets, because she
So
can't
if
be
you really
bothered to
want
get
to
up the steps.
punish her, you just put stuff up high. That's messed up, dude. That's messed up. I love it.
Would if I would, but I no, I don't go there. But like I can, I pretty much have free reign over like the top, cabinet space.
She's vertically challenged.
Melissa! Oh, that's terrible. That's so mean. I tolerate you. That's terrible. I love that.
Well, sometimes my mom and I, what we say is, you know what, I love you, but right now I really don't like you.
Yeah, there's that. I can't tell that to my parents. I can't do that.
I can
Don't both
I
ways.
just
I would have told my parents that.
yeah, oh my dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like 40 something, 40 something, and I'm terrified of my mother. I am like legit. She is like almost 60 something years old, and I'm absolutely terrified of her. Like I love her to death,
She's half a country,
but
half the country.
Panda,
mm, yeah,
Panda,
dude.
no.
Like legit. My mom is an old thug, like legit, old thug, and she hits like a man. Even in her,
Mom was
dude,
your
she
mom.
hits like a man. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Your mom. Your mom's
Close
almost
fist.
60.
My mom's like 60, almost like 60 something. I forget.
64.
63. I don't know. I don't know. I've got 2 bottles in, so I'm kind of like I 60 something.
60 something,
Now
40
you're
something.
making me feel old, Panda.
What do you mean? Oh man, you ain't old. You ain't old.
Oh
We just
yes, I am.
no, we are numerically inclined. That's all. That's what we call it.
Well,
Numerically inclined.
the numbers are creeping up.
Dude, oh my gosh. Dude,
Well,
oh
I think that
man.
I think that Russ, he's got us beat though.
How old
No,
is
I
Russ?
got all of you guys beat.
How old are you, man?
60.
Are you for real?
You wear it
You
well.
look good for 60. Yeah, you look good for 60. How you doing? Rebecca, you better watch out, girl. I'm looking for a sugar daddy. And he's got Paco. He comes with a Paco.
And he can cook.
Oh, can
I
you cook? Michael
can
can
cook,
cook.
I can play guitar, and I can do yard crafts.
Nice. I don't go outside if I can't do. Sorry, you're on your own there. Sorry.
He said yarn crafts,
Yarn,
not
not
yarn.
yarn.
Oh,
Yarn.
oh, I thought you said yard crafts. My bad. I was just like,
No.
nope, nope, nope.
Because I
Michael, actually,
knit
fun
and
fact.
crochet.
So, fun fact. Michael originally started his YouTube, and it was going to be a gardening channel. I didn't know if anybody knew that. Just throwing that out there.
Well, glad you're our Tunisian king.
Yeah, it was going to be gardening.
Oh, look at Paco. He's so adorable. He's
He's the
just
Paco
chilling.
And
He's the Paco taco.
until you mention snacks, or you clank on his bowl, and then he turns into like a great white shark.
He's got a snack for you. Do you hear it? Paco,
Popcorn.
you want a snack? Paco,
Popcorn.
Paco,
Popcorn.
you want a snacky snack?
A
He
sneaky
ain't
snack.
listening, man. He's out. He's out. He ain't listening. Oh, happy pre-birthday, Barb S. Sorry, my
Happy
eyes are a little crossed.
birthday.
Happy
Happy early birthday.
pre-birthday.
It's late. April
He's
18th.
61
It's
in
belated.
June. Ooh, happy early
That's right. It's
birthday,
May.
Julie.
That's right. It's May. It's not April. Happy belated. I'm
I
sorry.
know. Oh wait, that's right. It is. Oh shit, not early birthday, belated. You right? God, I should probably get a refill. I'll be right back.
Well, I need to get going. My iPad's about to die.
Plug it in, sucker.
I can't plug it
Oh,
in.
bummer.
Well, listen, it's so good for you to be here
Are
tonight.
we
I
being
appreciate
done?
it.
Oh, I'm sad. I'm a sad panda. I'm a sad drunk panda. I still have half a glass to finish.
Oh,
What am I gonna
God.
do now?
You can still stay on. You just because my stuff's dying doesn't mean yours is.
Oh, I thought he was ending it. Oh, well then you go away. Bye. Love you. See you later.
Well, I was about I was about to wrap it up because we've been on for like two
Oh,
hours and 40
has it
minutes,
been 2 hours? It's
and
been so fun.
it has been fun, but I still I have got cleaning to do. I've got laundry to do. I've got cleaning to do.
Oh, adulting sucks.
I know, it hurts. It's the A word. I know. But
Oh,
listen, seriously, thank you, all three of you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and everybody out
Anytime,
there
man.
in the
Anytime.
chat. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for all your support, the memberships, the loves.
thank you for the invitation, Craig. I
Well,
appreciate it. Thank you so very much. It's been
thank you for
fun.
coming on. You know, you are totally welcome back anytime. And of course, the same applies to you as well, Michael and Matt, of course. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you are one of the dudes, you know.
Yeah, do time.
Yeah,
We got to get Rust in here.
you know, I mean, when things line up, you know, schedule wise, I would love to have you know, him on as well. You know, Buddy, I want to get him on here at some point. You know,
I don't think I met Buddy.
oh, he's super talented. He's really talented. Great sense of humor. Very talented. He is such a great quilter and such a great knitter. It boggles my mind. Like he's what I aspire to. His level of skill. You
Yeah,
know,
because quilting's rough.
he's
Like
really
that's a
really
talent.
talented. And his knitting is incredible, you know. So yeah, eventually I would like to have him on as well. But listen, yes, everybody, thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope you guys have an awesome
Oh,
sauce weekend. Stay
Good night,
tuned for tomorrow.
everybody.
it's
Stay
always
tuned
our
for tomorrow
pleasure.
because I'll
It's
have my
always a
tutorial
blast.
up. That's another thing I have to do. I have to upload my video for tomorrow, my 2 videos. And so listen, everybody, you know what to do until next time. I want all of you to stay inspired.
Cheers.
That's true. Stay caffeinated, stay stitching, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye from
Rest well,
everybody and have a
everybody.
great
Good
day.
night.